Hello, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast Daily here on Channel One TV. It's a Friday, and I'm sure you're excited just as we are in the studio and here at Channel One TV. I am Philip Nilate. The show promises to be an exciting one. It's going to be from now to 11 a.m. where we'll say bye-bye to you, but we have a lot for you on the show. Well, let's start the show in a very nice way, in a very spectacular way. I'm sure you're preparing yourself for the City Business Olympics. We will talk about that later on the show with the Call Kumsin who will be joining us. But we have limited slot. Yesterday, it was announced that limited slot for that of yesterday and today. Maybe by Monday, you wouldn't get a chance to. So make sure that you would call the number 0558 973 973 now so that you would get your slot and you'll be part of this all-important event. But I'm not doing the show alone. I'll be doing it with our lady. I'll mention her name later on the show, but 9924 is here.
Anytime I get that 9924, I mean, it's funny, it's exciting because people tend to relate that to the late musician. Yeah, so I prefer you call me 9924 so that there's no conflict in there. Me, I don't have the voice to sing. I can't even stay on key. But one thing I can do is to make noise when you show up at the City Business Olympics. We'll come and do the jama and we'll come and cheer you on. So we want to see you at the City Business Olympics on the 27th of September 2025. It's happening at the Eden Heights Sports Complex, Wager. And just as Philip said, the slots are fast running out. So place that call now, register and make your payments to secure a slot. 0558 973 973, 0558 973 973, and be part of the City Business Olympics. It's going to be team building, networking, connections, partnerships. Charlie, we can even sign some contracts there because you understand.
Just behind by the dummy.
You see.
Dummy, kwakwa, then the chew kwakwa and all those things.
If you look at my Sakura, you think I can represent your brand. You can do some ambassadorial deal there. You understand? So the corporate body should come. Register and come.
Strike the gigs.
Let's strike some deals and then let's see how it goes. And then together, we can network. We can work out, sweats, burn some fats, burn some calories, and then of course. We go home excited, but someone will definitely get to go home with the bragging rights. Hopefully this year someone can unseat GCB.
UMB was on the show yesterday and they were like, you know what, they would do it and seat GCB because when you look at the bank league or something, they mentioned something like that. They are on top. And that they've been doing the scoring of the goals and all that. So I'm sure that the banks are doing what they can do.
The account balancing is not the same as the goal scoring.
It's not the same as being on the field there.
The account balancing in the office, and if you like, how do you call it, the investment banking and all those things. It's not the same as being on the field. So you let them come.
It's an interesting one. But let's see how that one is going.
Yeah, let them come and we'll see.
It's just next week, Saturday, 27th of September 2025. It's not far from today, so please and please and please again, call the number 0558 973 973 now so that you get your slot booked and also pay for it. I'm sure that for the news item you've been demanding for, it's very easy for you to get it. You're going to get it on in your palm. So download the Channel One News app and get all the needed information. Every story we post on our portal is just a notification you receive on your phone, and voila, you're good to go. You would see all the stories that you want on your phone. Please and please again, download this on Google Play Store, download the Channel One News app now. 9924 again. 9924 what? Today is a special day.
Indeed it is.
And the special day is today.
For a special individual. You understand? And he's coming, of course, all glammed up. You understand?
Hey.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. He said
hey Chris,
it's actually
happy birthday, darling.
Yeah.
I wish you endless blessings.
Oh, thank you.
May the lines fall in pleasant places.
I don't have a cup, so I use a bottle.
You keep smiling.
Yeah.
May your smile never fade.
Amen.
May the blessings chase you. In fact, may God embarrass you with blessings.
Blessings.
May you live longer than you want. 97.3 minimum.
Minimum, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Minimum. You
That's
understand?
what this is your deal. The pastors have been
Freddie
saying.
McDavis.
Yeah. 97.3 minimum. Yeah. So.
But we bless you. We wish blessings for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we wish you well.
You know what I want us to do today?
Oh,
What's
wow.
Well, for the viewers, guess her age. You may get a package from her. You understand? Just guess Chris Carter's age. Send it to our WhatsApp line 020 44. Is that
4703?
Yeah, so just guess it.
02044
And post it.
7033.
We call her. We will call her Evergreen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may not know. So
I'm
just
very
guess the
shy.
age.
I don't
You
want to
can-
read what people think about me.
Yeah. Let's see what the people
I don't
will
want to
say.
read what people
And
think
wh-
about me.
Well, let's just wait for the messages that
Hopefully
will be
somebody
coming.
can guess right.
Yeah, let's just wait for the messages
Yeah.
that will
But
be
it's my
coming.
birthday.
It is
Yeah.
your birthday.
Anyway, thank you guys.
And you deserve to be
Um,
celebrated on your birthday.
It's exciting to be here this morning,
Yeah.
and yeah, I feel great.
Wow.
I feel alive,
Yeah.
and I'm so glad that I've been experiencing peace, good health, and yeah, almost everything I want has been coming through.
Yeah.
So yes,
Wow.
I'm good.
Wow. Chris Carter. So please, you're available today, or where's the party going to be?
Hey!
They'll be watching. Someone say,
Wait,
hey,
the party,
I've
oh.
been seeing Chris
No,
on
but
TV
please,
and I
no,
want
no,
to
no,
check
No,
it
maybe
out.
someone is
No,
looking to
wait,
sponsor
you
the
guys-
party.
exactly,
So
that's
yeah.
my
Yeah,
point.
that's what
That's my
saying.
point. I don't want to do it the African way where you expect me, my own birthday. I should start planning party. No.
So someone should give you a special treat.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Please,
That's
we are
it.
open for treats.
Surprise Chris.
Surprise me.
Yeah. Hashtag surprise Chris.
Ask for my mom.
Yeah.
But then again, guess her age, send us the message, and if you win, why not? She may put you on that surprise party that may be organized for her.
Yeah, we'll go to dinner together.
Yeah.
So guess her age.
I'm serious. We'll go to dinner together.
Guess her age. If you get it right, you are good to go.
Right.
Yeah.
But let's get into the papers and let's see what the papers have for us today.
All right, let me start off with the Daily Graphic this morning. Royal Burial. Asante Hima Nana Kunadu Yadom III interred at Bremain Mausoleum. Royal Burial. Asante Hima Nana Kunadu Yadom III interred at Bremain Mausoleum. 483,800 students placed in senior high schools. Self-placement portal activated. Ghana has only 139 public libraries. Authority cries for more. Parliamentary committee seeks dedicated sanitation fund. It's for reliable payments to service providers. And then you have MIF awards scholarships to 45 female students of UMAT. And I'll jump to the back page real quick. Borehole project commences at Avenue Cluster of Schools. And then you have Buawoman small-scale mining cooperative launched in Bibiani to tackle Galamsey. Okay, this will rather say Buawoman small-scale mining cooperative launched in Bibiani to tackle Galamsey. So that's the Daily Graphic newspaper for today.
All right, on the front page of the Inquisitor, the big one here, abuse of power, impunity. GIS in trouble for harassing their Kumasi landlord. GIS as in the Ghana Immigration Service and not the school. The Inquisitor's opinion, astute Tamaklo's masterstroke leadership at NPA. Mining communities hail Martin Ayisi's leadership. And coming up, Ni Quartes, Titus Glover, and Dodowa land controversy. Lastly, we have here visa refusals hindering Ghana-Netherlands business development, and that's by the Ambassador Kotia.
On the front page of the Chronicle, Galamsey is featuring heavy there. And the Lands Minister warns illegal miners, stay away or do Galamsey at your own peril. Sarkodie allegedly scams James Jachi at Jubilee House. Oh, this is an allegation. On the
What's
front
Sarkodie?
page.
No, you know that's an interesting thing. I mean, clickbait, it will
Yeah.
get you the eyeballs, right? But you might go in there and it's
It
some
may not be so-
Kwame
Sarkodie.
Sarkodie or
I'm telling you,
something.
Yeah,
one Saturday in one area.
You see the other names there. James Jachik.
Jachik.
Yeah.
More like the MP, more like the
Yes,
deputy minister.
yes.
Yeah.
Let me see this one.
This is Jachik, not
that's
Jachik.
so you actually said it. A 45-year-old businessman, Bawa Yusuf Sarkodie,
Yeah.
has been
That's the
arraigned
Temu version
Yeah.
of Obede.
for allegedly defrauding a contractor. So you see,
Yeah.
for defrauding a contractor, James Jachik, of 400,000 Ghana cedis under
Right.
the pretext of selling him a wheel loader earth-moving machine. So it's not actually the people we know.
No. It's not. But the names are similar. So when you throw it up there,
Yeah.
I mean,
You
the
get the
optics are good.
eyeballs and
Charlie, the
people down
papers
the
need to
region.
sell. Oh.
like, hey,
Print media is
Sarkodie.
struggling now, so they need to
So,
sell.
still on Galamsey, Limos led actually anti-Galamsey operation rattles Echuma in Punya. And for today's quotation, Ezekiel 33:5 sings they heard the sound of the trumpet, but did not heed to the warning. Their blood will be on their own head.
Preach.
Yes, so I'm sure this one is tilted towards the illegal mining activities that is happening in the country.
Because
You
the
heard
minister
it.
sounded a caution
Exactly.
on that.
The minister
on
says
story
that
as well.
embark or do the Galamsey at your own peril.
And now so the trumpet has been sounded.
You've heard it. And if you do not heed to it, then the blood
Voila,
will be on your
voila.
own head. Yeah.
All right, on the front page of the Informer, we have delete Dr. Professor from all records. GTech others NDC chairman. Gertrude Tokunu fights her removal as Supreme Court Justice. Tony Ido's last wish, I don't want to see Mahama's successor. The big one here, First Kai's quality work praised. At GJF Democracy Dialogue, Baba Kamara diagnoses Africa's problem. And lastly, we have improved sanitation condition. Parliament applauds Zoom Lion.
All right, daily guide, Asante Hema goes home. Mahama, big shots mourn with Otumfuo. And yesterday we covered it live. It was just beautiful, an intricate detailing of Asante funeral rites.
Yeah.
And
It was a show of culture. And
exactly,
tradition. I loved
and
it.
it was just beautiful, and it gives you an understanding of the significance of culture and traditions. And clearly, you could see the story of legacy, the resilience of a people, and it's told in an unwavering spirit.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful. Everything that Santehene wore had a meaning to it.
Right.
From the crown, which was made of eagle feathers and a beak in there, it had cowries on it. You know, I think it's, you know, their family homes in their Ashanti or in their within their Khan system, their Suna, their Kona, Asechiri, and all.
But there was this word, B-O-T-E. How is it mentioned?
Dotier.
Dotier. What's the
Dotier.
meaning?
It's just the traditional burial
Oh, okay.
for royals.
Oh, okay.
So if you remember when the Mamponhene passed, there was Dotier for Mamponhene. You know, he is the custodian of the silver stool.
Okay.
More like the right-hand man of the Otumfuo. So there was Dotier for the Mamponhene. Now the Queen Mother of Asante Mine has also passed, so there will be Dotier for her as well. So that's what we saw yesterday. And on her coffin, you see the silver on the wooden coffin. It's all representing the wealth of the Ashanti kingdom.
And I like the fact that it brought everybody from Pioneer.
Exactly. Now, if you see the Otumfuo's regalia, it tells you, basically explains that you can't fight with death. He's telling you that the feathers of the eagle on the crown on his head gives him control. If he had power over death, he could have stopped it.
Oh.
You understand? Now you see the cowries on there. It signifies wealth.
Okay.
Okay? So if money could buy the health of the Asante Hema, he could have bought it because he has money. You get it?
Ashanti, right?
Yes, I am.
So,
I'm a Khan.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are these things taught?
It's a true and
They
true
are taught,
Ashanti.
but I don't think they are taught in schools. You should be interested. I think they should be made more easily accessible. That's why yesterday I was doing the production for the funeral, and I was seeing the opportunity we've missed regarding funeral tourism. When the former minister for tourism, Ibrahim Awal, I think that's the
well,
name,
Before
mentioned it,
before he became the business
we
developer,
laughed at him. Social media was mocking him. But imagine the story being told behind some of these things.
I think all
You
this
get
should
it?
be kept in an archive. I wish there are archive libraries. I think there are a few but should
Yeah.
actually be made public to say that, okay, these are where these archive libraries, because if you don't know, you don't know.
Imagine
I didn't even know
the
there was a music
Ghana
archive,
Tourism
yeah,
Authority
library.
being given permission to bring in tourists to such an event. You get it? And then
See
a
it for
historian there explaining every step of the way, every detail, because even the cloths worn by the different chiefs there had meanings to it. There was cultural significance to every single item you saw there. I mean,
then again, there's an historian at
Menchia, yeah.
who I think that our correspondents have spoken to.
Yeah.
Maybe he would be able to explain these things.
No, I mean he explains this, but I'm saying that if the Ghana Tourism Authority, the Ministry of Tourism, had tapped into a funeral of such magnitude, do you know the tourism revenue we could have generated? And there are a number of such funerals across the country.
Yeah.
Feed that into our festivals. You get it?
You are good to go.
You're good to go. But we missed the great opportunity
You have
with
money
this.
in this country, everywhere.
Listen, the tourism potential remains untapped.
Yeah.
Yes, I
The
think
kind of revenue we can
True,
generate from tourism in
true.
this country.
it's just about being innovative and having, fresh ideas. Because, I don't think you can ever go wrong with tourism. It's just about being innovative.
But I'm sure Mama Abla Jifagomashi will do something.
Philip, you can
Trust
even do
her.
baller tourism.
Yeah.
You have too much waste in this country that we are not using for anything. What happened to recycling same into usable products and marketing it as a tourism product?
Yeah.
You see, the tourism potential is vast and we are not tapping into it. Science tourism.
yeah.
We just came from This
Yeah.
is Ghana.
Yeah.
You see the amazing innovation that Ghanaians paraded. We could tap into that, but
that,
we are not doing it. We think it's some slave dungeon somewhere, which road leading to the place is not good. You get there's not even washroom facility.
You have been
or
on
proper-
Heritage Caravan.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you understand.
And I
it,
see
yeah.
the potential in this country. See, from the coastline of the south to the greens of the middle belt to the beautiful savannah of the north. There's too much tourism potential in this country.
Yeah.
And we are wasting
I
it.
think I will agree with Nana, especially as someone that will be looking at Ghana from the outside, from a point of view looking from Ghana. The only thing that you hear about is the castle.
Yeah.
The only thing you hear about is the
Kakum-
castle.
Kakum National
Yeah,
Park.
and exactly.
We
What
want to
really
sell
Kakum?
slavery
Exactly.
only as
We're
tourism.
always selling the slavery part because the first place people want to come to is
The castle.
The castle. The castle.
It's important
but
that
there are
you want to
more.
connect with your roots.
But there are
But after
more
that,
to the
what?
castle.
Yeah.
After
Very
that,
true.
what? Listen, elsewhere they don't have variety of cultures like we do. So we shouldn't waste it. Listen, culinary tourism, our food. Our food.
I would love that tourism.
We know the variety
Yeah.
of food we have in this country. If we begin to package it well.
Petri.
Bro.
Yeah,
do you know
that
Toto
food.
Papa?
Toto Papa.
What are you telling me, my guy?
It was
No.
good. I liked it at the food
Oh,
festival.
sweethearts.
I really loved it.
No, Charlie.
Anyway, let's go on.
Let me finish
All right.
the daily guide and then we can move on. So Asante Ima goes home, Mahama, Big Shots, Mon with Otumfo. And then you have Brits, that's like a British, 2 Ghanaians arrested at KIA with 38 kilograms suspected cannabis. Charlie, when you put the weight there, that's the street value so that we know how much money is involved in that thing, you understand? Yeah. Tokonusiu's government over removal as a Supreme Court judge, and then 15th Asante Hima selection starts. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
the daily guide.
On the Ghanaian point, we have Forbes Africa honors KGL boss Alex Apau Dade for pioneering leadership and transformational business in Ghana. Lordina Foundation holds 4th free health screening for retired ministers. Zoom Lion crucial to Clean Ghana agenda, and that's by the Sanitation Committee Chair. Democracy without jobs, schools, and hospitals will always be at risk, and that's by the President Mahama. Rejecting election result fuels instability, Chief of Staff warns, and that's what we have here on the Ghanaian point.
On the front page of the Herald newspaper, Bank of Ghana dances around money laundering and other financial crimes again. Wicked stepmother burns girl's private part with hot water for bed.
Are you editing the
wetting.
paper?
Yes.
Are you editing the paper?
Wicked stepmother
Are you
burns
the editor?
girl's toto with hot water for bed wetting. Hey, Larry Dobe. Then Ghana's special envoy, Bevlola loses wife, DVLA partners margins ID systems for secured services revenue boost. And we also have Ibrahim Muhammad sees gun victim through recovery, now cleared for schooling. Oh, that's nice. And 11 Americans deportees drag Ghana to court over unlawful detentions. And that page, that you can see the picture of Oliver Baka Voma.
Wait, sorry, the American you're deported into the country, and then how do you have strength to start dragging Ghana?
But if you decided to receive me, I've been there since when?
Yeah.
You decided to receive me. So if you're going to receive me and the conditions under which you're receiving me are not favorable to me, I have every right to sue you.
Oh my God.
So this is what, 11 out of the 14
Yeah.
that have come.
11 out.
And we are expecting 40 more.
Yes, we are expecting 14.
But do you think it's a good idea that Ghana actually accepted to?
What happened to ECOWAS?
receive?
If you are deporting West African nationals, what happened to ECOWAS? Couldn't ECOWAS have received them? Couldn't ECOWAS have gone into this negotiation, this MOU?
I felt the same way too.
Well, they know better. Me, I'm no
And
authority.
I'm thinking, a lot of people are not happy about this, especially with this immigration issue in America. And, I'm asking myself, will this affect, Dirty December in any way? Especially if they look at the country as a country that accepts people that Trump is sending down. And we know the kind of people that come here for Dirty December.
We have image issues, we have reputational issues, but like I said, I'm a common journalist sitting here. Those in authority know better. That's why they are there.
I'm sure
You
they'll
understand?
explain one day.
But nobody can tell me that we receive these people for nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell me that
I
it was
think,
humanitarian. And
It was yesterday.
There's what's the name?
and there was nothing to it.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell me that. What is in the MOU? Publish the MOU. Let us know.
Vladimir Danso.
Yes, Doc.
Yeah, he says
I
that.
think he's now a prof. He's with
professor.
GAFC.
Yes.
The Ghana Armed
He
Forces
says that
Staff Training College.
we are actually not. It's not logical that we are going to receive these individual deportees without receiving something. There
It
should be
couldn't
something.
have
in
been
there.
for nothing,
Yeah,
Philip. I
there
mean,
should be
nobody can
something
tell
in
me
there.
that. So publish the MOU, make it public. Let us see what is in it, what is in the detail. I mean, you people campaigned on transparency and accountability.
Right.
So why withholding such information? You've announced to us that the people have come. You're expecting 40 more. Tell us on what terms did you receive them? That's all we are asking for. It's not too much. Tell us. But we know that there are issues, diplomatic issues,
Yeah.
and they are tightening visa rules, visa restrictions. So did we go hand in hand to go and kowtow and accept? Did we bow to pressure? If you publish the MOU, all of these will be made clear.
Right.
That's all we are asking for. But nobody can tell me that it was for nothing, that we received these people for nothing. It couldn't have been for nothing. Clearly, something's got to give.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let me bring you the News Center. News Center newspaper. BOG must adopt a deputy governor for fintech to guide the nation's digital financial future needed now. BOG must adopt a deputy governor for fintech to guide the nation's digital financial future needed now. DVLA board pays courtesy visit to Margins ID Group. Naimos scuttle Galamsey site in Anhwiafutu Forest. Otumfuo bids emotional farewell to beloved Asantehima. 107,000 to do self-placement for senior high schools. And you have Shaibu champions Universal Digital Finance. That's Shaibu Haruna, CEO of Mobile Money Limited. So that's the News Center newspaper.
All right, we have an Ghanaian publisher. Emmanuel cycles into Ghana from Germany. Wow, that's a nice ride. Yeah, and we have that in page 11.
Is he done?
Let me see. Page
I
11.
suspect he's done.
I think he's done.
Wow.
I think he's done. Cycles into Ghana from Germany, so I think he's
I
done.
hope he documented this thing properly.
Definitely, because it's 2025, and I'm sure
Yeah.
it's important for you to document this.
I hope he
yeah.
did. I hope he did.
All right, so Tokunu drags Mahama to court over removal from SC. Asantehema's death leaves a void, and that's by the Asantehene. Tewu declares indefinite strike, and Naimos secures Antwima's Mpono's forest reserve. Yeah, Entrima Pono.
Etriman Punya.
Etrima Ponua.
Yeah, Etriman
Right.
Punya.
It's Miranda, this is basically like American.
Oh,
Ichiman
please.
Ponu, in Ponu.
Yeah, it's the best.
All right, from Galamsey Sesh, and I actually like the fact that this whole issue about Galamsey,
Yeah.
it's now on the top of the lips of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting too much.
Yeah.
And just 2 nights ago, I was reading on one of the news portals that Kolebu has actually come out to say in the
Yeah.
first quarter of 2025, there's been an increase in kidney issues and diabetes.
Including cardiovascular
and
diseases
cardiovascular
as well.
I think
diseases. So
5,000.
5,000 diabetes referrals,
Yeah.
2,000 kidney referrals.
Oh.
Yeah.
and
dangerous.
honestly,
Scary.
I wouldn't link Galamsey to the kidney disease. I mean the diabetes. Obviously, we know how diabetes comes to, but the kidney diseases. We need
It's going to be
what
worse
we are
because
thinking.
now the pollution
we need
we
to
are
think
seeing.
about. We need to think
Well,
about it. We need to
We've
think
been warned
about
of
it.
neurological conditions coming up. We've been warned of cancers.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
seen the
yeah,
children
yeah.
being born with deformities,
Yes,
the cleft and
yes,
all.
yes.
So let's sit here. I keep saying that if you want to weaponize a societal challenge for political gain, it will come back to bite you because one day you'll be in power.
True.
And that's what we are seeing now.
Exactly. And we
If
saw
you
some
weaponize
people
a societal
calling
challenge
state of
for
emergency.
political gain, it will come back to bite you someday.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing now.
It's true. Let's wrap up with this one. The Ghanaian Times, the front page says the President Mahama Greenhouse Company Limited to donate relief items to Bole Solar Tuna Kauba district. 483,800 students gain automatic placement into SHS Dr. Apak. BOG has enough reserves to support import. Dr. Isiama and Asante Hima goes to the village. This and more you can find on the front page on the Ghanaian Times.
All right, so let's check out some of the news online, and we have some headlines on channel1newsonline.com. Tokuno's case, Chief Justice eligibility same as Supreme Court judge, and that's by the Yendi MP. My doctor title, not fake. St. Andrew CEO tells G-Tech. This issue about doctors and, the titles. ECOWAS should handle U.S. deportees, not Ghana. That's what Nana was saying earlier. And
Yeah.
this is by Antwi Danso. Ghana dragged to court over alleged illegal detention of 11 deported West Africans. Late Asante Hima embodied true essence of Asante values. And that's by Mahama. I've lost one of my greatest pillars. Otum 4 months, Asante Hima. Stay out of rivers or face consequences, Lands Minister warns Galamseyers. Declare Galamsey a national emergency now, Nyahota Maklo to government. Mahama Akufo-Addo joined dignitaries at funeral of late Asante Hima. Probe Abuja Market land takeover. Senator Ajiman Rawlings urges Iyoko. Tokuno's case, needless but educational. That's by Kamal Din. Still on Tokuno's issue, Tokuno's removal and an opportunity for Article 146 to be reformed. That's by Vanderboy. Mobile money transaction hits 354.1 billion Ghana cedis in August. Wow.
Yeah, so on the front, let's bring you what is on the citynewsroom.com. If you don't fight Galamsey, we'll boot you out, GMA tells government. Kolebu loses 300 skilled health workers in 6 months. U.S. deportees agreement needs parliamentary ratification. This is from the Yeni MP. Tokuno's removal to the bench may be impractical. This is from Professor.
Tokuno's return.
Okay, so return to the bench.
Basically that's what the suit is
impracticable.
about.
Yes.
She believes that the process for her removal was only for that of Chief Justice and not as a judge of the Superior Court of Ghana. So she's saying that the processes for removing her as a judge was sidestepped. And that's what she's challenging. And that's what Professor
Apj
Etua is responding to, that her return to the bench may be impracticable. There are those who argue that the conditions for becoming CJ, Chief Justice, most likely the same as becoming a judge of the Supreme Court. And so that process of removing a CJ automatically applies, and that's the automaticity of the law. But I mean, the lawyers and the courts will deal with this.
They have their way of dealing with this. Ghana couldn't have accepted U.S. deportees for nothing. Vladimir entry down so.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Somebody's thinking what I'm thinking.
Mr. Okay, my doctor title, not fake, this is the NDC Central Regional Chairman to detect Winneba stepmother pours hot water on girls' private parts of bedwetting. Our condition of service have not been reviewed for 8 years. This is from Tewu to strike. So that strike has started today. 11 U.S. deportees sue Ghana over alleged unlawful detention and Lady Julia Hill's late Asante Hima guidance and the generosity in emotional farewell. But we'll go for a quick break. Before that, you know the messages are coming in thick and fast, their age. Today's a birthday. Just before we go, someone has sent a message. Good morning and happy birthday to the Queen. I guess she's 35 years. Pure love, Letitia from LA. LA. Someone also says that my name is Muta Wakilu from Mole National Park. She's 31 years.
Period.
Happy birthday, Chris. May your life be filled with bliss and blessedness.
Yeah.
Chris is celebrating Silver Jubilee. So the president thinks what? Silver Jubilee is what? 25?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, 25.
25. Yeah. She's 32 years from Nate inside TV. Was a good morning to you or happy birthday to her. I guess she's 36 years.
Yeah.
Someone says that Evergreen's age is 33. Someone said Evergreen is 34 years old. Coming from Casper. Someone says he's 38 years old. Good morning to you. You guys, I'm Umar from Boga. I guess she's 28 years.
Wow.
Happy birthday to her. May her new age, what it was. I'm interested in the age. She should be 43 years today. This is from Abdul. Salam. What it says.
Well, yeah,
happy
it's still
birthday. 33 years old. So this comes from John Ampofo Enin. So, and someone says she's 36 years.
This person knows my full name. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Chris Ukata.
Yeah.
And someone also says that happy birthday to a very prominent figure. Okay, this one we'll read it later on the show. But we are interested in the age. Keep sending us the message. Guess the age of Chris Carter today. Today is her birthday. And I'm just amazed people think you are 25 years.
Oh, yeah. But I am.
Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll bring you more on the show.
On Footprints this Friday, multi-instrumentalist, artist, and music producer Kwame Yeboah continues to take us through his musical journey from playing with local bands to gracing some of the world's biggest stages.
So Amanziba, you did Wogbejeke.
Yeah, Wogbejeke, that whole album. Dun, 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 dun,
That's serious, man.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Oh,
you did that?
Yeah, I took over from Mr. Simons in
Osibisa. Yes.
So I played Osibisa.
I think that's where I first saw you actually.
Yeah, I played Osibisa from 2000 till 2009.
With Greg Brown and
Greg Brown, Greg Brown. Solar Mafia was drums.
Yeah, Soul Forever was there.
Yeah, Alfred Bannerman guitar.
Carrie Bannerman,
yes, yeah. And some Ashley percussion.
I love your style. I love your style. It really, really makes me feel so fine. It really makes me feel so fine. I love your style.
Footprints airs every Friday at 7 p.m. with a repeat on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. The City Business Olympics 2025 is powered by City FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare.
It's time to promote volunteerism, active citizenship, and patriotism in Ghanaian society.
Where we shine the spotlight on the unsung heroes among us.
Today, we're not just launching a program, we're igniting a revolution of skills, dreams, and hope.
On Volunteers TV, we highlight and celebrate people and groups that are great examples to us all.
Every single region in Ghana, we're doing something.
Good.
So no one's being left behind.
Over 800 kids that come to school, so having an extra classroom, extra resources will be really, really beneficial.
If you're a volunteer, you are actually serving because you are giving up your time and resources for nothing in return.
Volunteers TV, Sunday at 6:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Let's get into the world of sports like never before.
You know how we do it on Fridays.
Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports.
One of the biggest scandals in this country's history. You can't spend 250 million USD and come out with that.
From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
Getting an opportunity to become a national team coach, he should understand the politics around football.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi.
Joe was Zebaut. How Zebaut there? Zebaut won Chaboke.
We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy. When I look at him play, he is not it.
Or when it's time for me.
Warrior
conversation as we connect with fans across the country and beyond. What's the latest updates? Send us your thoughts and we'll feature your comments live live on air. And remember, we like to hear your predictions for matches and your thoughts in general. Think you know who's going to win? Let us know.
Big shout outs to my YouTube people.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive.
Minke man bi mo ni Kofi Adam no mai kami. Matwale. Man ke la ke no ya ne. Meneke me.
Hello again. Thank you so much for choosing us. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel One Television. It's time to have a conversation concerning something that, if care is not taken, will threaten our local industries and, of course, jobs for Ghanaian youth like you and I. We're going into the rubber industry this morning. There's a growing concern, and we're going to raise some issues, establish the challenge, and then, of course, we seek some solutions to addressing the same. Joining me for this conversation on value addition versus raw rubber exports, securing Ghana's industrial future, I have Emmanuel Akwesiwusu. He's chairman of the Rubber Processors Association of Ghana, RUPAG. Good morning, sir. Good to have you. And of course, a known face, a familiar face to the station, Edward Kariwe. He's the former general secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union, GAU. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's good to see you again.
I'm excited to be here again.
Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. I'll start with you, Mr. Wusu. Paint us a picture on exactly what the situation is with rubber production in the country.
Oh, thank you. Rubber production in the country started so many years back, as far back as 1958, and when our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, started these state farms and all that. So it was developed, and to cut a long story short, it collapsed somewhere along the line.
Right.
And you realize that we had Firestone left, and all the plantations and the small farmers and cooperatives, they also collapsed. But fortunately, in 1988, our government then, through the support of the French government, had a loan, and they started rehabilitating Ghana Rubber Estates Limited. And so there were two phases of that project. And so by 1992, I would say GREL plantations were all rehabilitated. And this culminated in the building of a new processing factory, state-of-the-art processing factory in 1996, and was commissioned by the then our late president, Jerry Rawlings. And then around the same time, 1995, we had a rubber agro plantations project, which we've had 5 phases of that project, planted about 30,000 hectares of rubber. And this gingered a lot of people also, private individuals also, to develop rubber. And this project was established in Western Central and parts of Ashanti region. And then we had another project in the Eastern region also. So basically, the rubber industry, I would say from that time that it collapsed, was then rehabilitated, replanted, a lot of development. GREL itself expanded. So we got to a stage where we were growing steadily.
Right.
And now, I would say we're at the summit, and people are still interested to plant rubber. So I'll end there.
Right, we'll come to the challenge, but I just want to find out how viable GREL is at the moment.
GREL is viable because the rubber industry itself worldwide is viable.
Right.
And the rubber industry worldwide, the value is $300 billion per year.
$300 billion per annum.
Per annum, worldwide. That's the industry.
That's huge.
That's huge. And we have Thailand as number 1 producer, Indonesia as number
Number two.
And listen carefully, Cote d'Ivoire is number 3. Cote d'Ivoire produces 13% of natural rubber produced in the world.
Wow.
And what did they do different that we are at this stage? And we'll talk about that later. But that is a huge
They are almost beating us to cocoa, and they've already beaten us to rubber.
Yes, because they are doing things right.
Right.
And when we get to the challenges,
we'll get there.
You realize why they are there, and we are now just backsliding.
We'll get there. Mr. Caraway, I mean, which areas does rubber grow in the country, and what are the potentials thereof?
Well, thank you for the opportunity once again. And then, so good morning to those who are watching and listening to us. This topic is very exciting,
Right.
and it is at the core of our national development. And it's because we do not allocate much time to this type of course.
Right, Mr. Caraway, hold on for me, but let me come back to you, and then we'll look at. I'm looking at the issues as they have come up. We've started seeing them in media reports. I'm referencing the Tuesday, July 22 edition of the Chronicle newspaper. I just want to read this headline for you. Surge in illegal export of raw rubber worries stakeholders. Now, if you go online, RUPAC calls for crackdown on illegal raw rubber exports. That's the BNFT. You have other headlines. Western Regional Minister urges TCDA to resolve raw rubber supply bottlenecks. Before I come back to Mr. Caraway on where rubber grows or we can grow rubber, and of course the viability of going into rubber production, just a quick one, an overview briefly on the exact challenge with the export of raw rubber.
Okay, so the challenge really is that we have processors in the country that can process all raw rubber produced. So from the raw rubber, you process it into what we term technically specified rubber.
Okay.
So you add value to it and you export. Now what is happening is that processors are not getting enough raw rubber to process, but we are exporting a raw rubber. So there's something amiss there.
That's where the challenge is.
Yes.
The farmers are the ones who produce the raw rubber. So let me come back to Mr. Caraway on the production. Which areas the production is being done? How predominant is the production of rubber? How long will it take for a tree to grow? And the challenges in growing the trees?
Well, broadly speaking, rubber is grown in the southern part of the country, particularly the coastal belt, not Greater Accra Plains, but then the western, and then also into the interior around eastern region and so on. Because of the favorable climatic conditions, winds and so on, rubber requires a certain minimum of rain, humidity, you know, for it to grow. That's why it cannot grow in the northern part of the country. So generally, that's how wherever palm oil grows, mostly rubber also grows there because they require a lot of rain and humidity for it to grow. So it's I am well positioned to know what rubber has done for us because as a worker and then also working within the agricultural sector, I got to come into contact with the rubber production since 1997. You know, as a trade unionist, going with my bosses to Grell and to those areas and so on. And it takes about 7 years for a tree to grow. You can imagine what it means. You must have the patience and the level of investment that you make. You know, even 3 months, 4 months, many people cannot, you know, endure that time gestation. So the gestation period for growing rubber is 7 years, you know, and then thereafter, you can now begin to tap the rubber and then for up to 25 years or more and so on. So these are time-tested development, you know, strategies. That development is not just overnight. So as a country, and it starts with the farmers, you know, the farmers have a lot of patience. You can take crop by crop, tree by tree, and you see that the they have hope and they invest in it for years and for a long time, hoping that one day it will come out nice. Now, the pain to every farmer is at the point of harvest.
Indeed.
You know? Now, if you take the companies that like GREL is not just a company that processes. It's a company that also produces, in the sense that it supports the farmers to produce.
Right.
You know, it invests in them. And then at the end of the production, it expects that the raw rubber will be given to them so that they can process. And as a country, it's just clear that no country on this earth has developed on the basis of trading in raw materials.
Raw materials, yeah.
Not at all. It has not happened anywhere. I am yet to be informed about that. That is what it is. And again, if you look at, you ask about whether there is a potential or rubber is viable. It's a question of mindset. Something will be viable if you want it to be viable. Today, given the behavior of our policies and what we are doing to rubber, we are saying that we don't want rubber to be viable.
Right.
But you see, you can make those choices, but you also have to look at the consequences that go with it. So, when we have rubber collapse, what will be the consequences to this country? And you see, what is like that will get there? What is Cote d'Ivoire doing better? And we are not doing. But it's all about policy consistency. And no country, no policymaker of the right mind would allow such an investment to go to waste. 7 years of pain, 7 years of waiting, 7 years of investment. Then after that, you think that, oh, it can go raw. You can export it raw. All countries are processing.
Could that not be the reason why people are exporting raw? Because 7 years is quite a long time for a gestation period. And so when I harvest and there's a market for the raw to move as fast as I would want, but my patience may be worn out by the 7th year. Could that not be the reason why a farmer would want to sell off raw and then just pack bag and baggage and go and enjoy?
You see, we are living in a country. We must have rules. We must have a destination. As a country, what do we want? We started with the rubber and we're making that rubber, that ties, Bonsa tie company or whatever and so on. Today, what are we? Do we want to continue to export raw materials or we want to process it and add value? I think that if you look at all our development policies, from government to government, from period to period, we are always talking about industrialization.
Indeed.
We are talking about adding value. And the thing that is paining me is that today, to hear that rubber is still being allowed to be exported raw under this government, I don't understand it.
We'll come to what can be done about it. We'll come to what can be done about it. But Mr. Poku, there's a regulator. Mr. Osu, sorry, I beg your pardon. There's a regulator. The TCDA regulates it. So, have you brought this to their attention, and what kind of responses have you received towards this?
Thank you. Before I answer your direct question, when Mr. Carrier was talking, you made a comment that why will not the farmer
exactly having waited for 7
years and sell and all that? So I brought this in just because you chipped in TCDA. So TCDA, Tree Crop Development Authority, established by Act of Parliament, Act 1010, 2019, has that authority. That's the regulator. TCDA is a regulator of 6 tree crops, of which rubber is part. So, with regards to pricing, it is in the Act. The mechanism or the formula is in the Act. And TCDA always, every month, issues the floor price. So you cannot buy from a farmer below that. But coming to your question, yes, TCDA is aware of the issue. We have engaged with TCDA quite a lot. Initially, beginning of the year, let's say April, we had a stakeholders engagement that was led by TCDA, and they issued even a directive that from 2nd May, nobody should export rubber, cashew, and shea without TCDA giving its permit.
Right.
Already in the Act and in the LI 2471, Regulation 50 is very clear that if the local processors haven't got enough of the raw material, it should not be exported. And to determine whether we have enough or not, there's a value chain committee.
Right.
So per commodity. So how the value chain committee is established is also well spelled out in the Act.
Right.
4 members on the board and 3 people from outside. So 7. And before TCDA can issue a permit, not really a permit, but can say that, okay, we have excess, should do that in consultation with that value chain committee. Now, the export is still going on. We have drawn TCDA's attention, letters, pictures, evidence, and it's still going on.
Right. I'll come to you on what may be influencing the exports, but let me say good morning to the CEO of the Association of Ghana Industries, Mr. Seth Chuma Kwabwa. It's good to have you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. And in welcoming you, let me find out how concerned industry is about the export of raw rubber and the threat it poses to industrialization in the country.
Thank you very much. Indeed, industry is very concerned about it. And I remember a few weeks ago, we were in Takoradi.
Okay.
We went to Takoradi partly because of this. We had a regional AGM there, and we spoke extensively about this. We spoke to the media and expressed our serious concern about it. And we are concerned for various reasons. One, we think that industrialization is a strategic tool to transform this country.
True.
If you really want to transform the country, and if you look at the structure of the Ghanaian economy, it's never changing. You know, it's still exportation of raw products and all that. And we are encouraging industries, both foreign and local, to invest in manufacturing and process a lot of the goods. We all know the benefits of processing a lot more of the goods, because you can create jobs, you add value, you can export in a way that gives you more revenue. And so for that reason, we think it is very important that as a country we see it as a strategic tool. Secondly, government policy itself is aiming at doing that. Previously, in the previous government, we had the one district, one factory, which was aiming at processing a lot of the products, especially in the regions and the districts. Today, we have the 24-hour economy. And if you look at it, it's looking at the value chains and ensuring processing and adding exports to it. So if you look at all these concepts that government has and the industry has, and as a country, we talk about it all the time. And therefore, when we see a situation which is running counter to the very objectives we've all set and the effort we are making, then we must be concerned about it and speak strongly against it. So we were very alarmed when we heard that our members in the rubber processing industry are collapsing because of this action. Out of the 7, I hear 1 has already collapsed. And the 6 that are left, all of them are producing below 50% capacity. And that's not what we want for the country. And they are doing so not because they don't have markets for the products, not because they don't have the technology to process, not because they've not even invested a lot in it. They've done all this, but it's simply because people are taking advantage of the laxity of the system and exporting the raw material. And for that reason, they are not getting access to it. And that's really of great concern to us. Remember, when we invest, we want to get a return on investment. We're going around the country, we have set up GIPC, spending taxpayers' money, going around the world to encourage investors to come into the country. If they do so, we must encourage them to have return on their investment. So there becomes an attraction for others to come. What about our own Ghanaians, like Mr. Usuko, who have actually also set up businesses here, invested their time, their resources, their energies, and they are not getting basic raw materials to process. The workers there are in difficulty now because they can't even run the kind of shift that they want. We are talking 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy means they must run about 3 shifts. These companies were actually doing that. Today, they've reduced it to 1 shift. So why we're talking 24-hour economy when there's a clear opportunity to do so, and we are allowing, unscrupulous people who are just taking advantage of a system to derail all the effort that we are making. So it's really of great concern to us as an industry.
Bro, let me come back to you, Mr. Owusu, on what factors may be fueling this activity, the export of the raw rubber. Could it be abundance of the product and lack of capacity for processors to take in, or could it be competitive pricing from whoever is buying the product raw to export?
Okay, so as for the capacity, we have the capacity to process all rubber that comes from the plantations, both industrial plantations and agro plantations. And we have the data. Anybody who wants to challenge the data and has a counter data should let us know.
How many processors do we have, and how much can we take per year?
We have 7. One has collapsed. The sixth, the other one is into gloves and has not even started because of this challenge.
Right.
The other 5, we have a big challenge, and as the CEO of AGI just mentioned. So we have the capacity to process everything. Now, the issue of pricing is what somebody will say, oh, why is it that those who are exporting are buying at a higher price than the processors? So there are 2 issues here. You are buying a raw material and you are adding value. So you have a processing cost.
Yeah.
So you cannot just compete with that person who is just buying and selling. There are 2 different ball games. But the other thing too is that, you see, those in Asia, and especially in Malaysia, because they are well developed, their cost of production of 1 kg of raw rubber is higher than those of us in Africa. Whether you are in Cote d'Ivoire, you are in Ghana, Liberia, Nigeria, Cameroon, that is it. So in Malaysia, the same kg of rubber cost a processor like us $800 per ton. When you export our rubber from Africa, it gets there $600 per ton. So what they are doing is that they buy a lot from Africa, not only Ghana, they buy a lot from Africa, and so it lowers their cost of production. Now, when it gets to the world market, the same technically specified rubber, they are getting a premium because they have standards. They have standard Malaysian rubber. We have standard Thailand rubber or standard Vietnam rubber. So in Asia, I know Asia together, they produce about 80-85% of the natural rubber in the world. So they have a premium. It's just like Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, we are producing about 65% of world cocoa, so we have a premium. It's the same principle.
Right.
So that is one. Now, because of that, Cote d'Ivoire has banned export of raw rubber. Liberia, same. They have banned export of raw rubber because they have realized that they are short-changing us. The other thing is that these people who are exporting their rubber are not really Ghanaians.
Okay.
They are Indians and Chinese, but we have, of course, they don't go to the field to buy.
Yeah.
So we have traders who are buying and supplying them. And if you really, really do critical analysis, you will realize that they have come to, maybe they brought some commodities, goods, and they want to take the dollar back. And you realize it's not only rubber that they export, but they export also raw cashew nut.
Wow.
Also. So there is something there that we need to really look at. But the point I'm making is that we add value. So we have a cost of processing, cost. Now, the other thing too is that because we are cheap in terms of $600 compared to $800, so they can afford to just come and take our raw rubber away. And we are giving jobs to people in other countries. We are collapsing our economy. And the most serious thing is that every year, when you do the analysis, every year, if we don't add value, we are losing $100 million per year.
Wow.
Yes, because if you see, I told you $600. When you add value, you can have additional $900. So if we're exporting only the raw, we are losing $900. And if you multiply that per year by our production, it's about $100 million. That is the real effect that we are not seeing. So it's not, as for the pricing, it is a fair pricing. It is the same mechanism that Cote d'Ivoire, their umbrella body called APROMAC, issues out the price every month, like TCDA issues out.
That's fast, yeah.
So when we were developing this mechanism, our reference was Cote d'Ivoire because they are ahead of us, and you copy good practices. So it's the same principle. The only thing is that you can have some, in terms of exchange rates, because CFA to Ghana cedi, dollar to Ghana cedi, dollar, euro to CFA. But the principle and mechanism is the same. So when you do a graph, you realize that if the price is down in Ghana, it will be down in Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
If it's going up, it goes up because the reference price is the Singapore commodity market for rubber. And that's what we all do. And the Singapore commodity market price is a reference, the rubber industry worldwide for almost 100 years now.
We'll come back to what Cote d'Ivoire is doing right and what we are missing out on. But Mr. Curry, as a major player, you are a great person. I'm not sure it's the export of raw rubber alone that is threatening the industry. So in agriculture, what are some of the established threats to the production of the rubber itself?
Well, mainly it used to be oil palm and then cocoa, because rubber grows where those other crops also grow. So when you expand oil palm, then the land available for rubber expansion is taken away.
It's taken away, yeah.
If you expand cocoa production, then that land is also taken away. So there used to be that competition. And some few years back, you could see that sometimes cocoa farmers would trade off their farms to grow oil palm or to grow rubber, you know, when they see that cocoa prices are not high.
Yeah.
So the competition was around it. So these were the threats that are there. But eventually, one threat then came, which is dangerous to all of them, Galamsey. You see, so
a big one.
The advent of the modern day Galamsey, because we are always told that the Galamsey was there before, and it's true. But we are not talking about the modern day Galamsey, which we need to name it properly.
Yeah.
So that maybe Galamsey 2 or Galamsey 3 or whatever.
So we are not confused with the previous one, the gather and sell.
No. It's no more gather and sell.
Yes.
It's destroy.
It's pure distraction.
Distraction and so on. So it destroys even existing rubber plantations, oil palm plantations, and then cocoa plantations, as we are all aware. Apart from that, because Galamsey, any virgin land, any land that is available, which could later be used for rubber production or any of the other crops, is also taken away by Galamsey.
So it's taking away existing farms.
Yeah.
It is taking away virgin lands which could potentially be used for cultivation.
So now if you look at that, you can see that the future of all these crops is in danger because they cannot expand. Even not that their existing land space is left alone, it's also being reduced daily. If you go to Grel, where I had my chance to go to the plantation to see, you know, the Galamseyers are in the right in the plantation, you know, digging. How can Galamsey and rubber coexist?
Yeah.
But you see, unfortunately, sometimes you just wonder who we should be blaming. And for some of us, why we should be praying to God. God has given us everything. Why would someone say that Galamseyers and then the plantations should coexist? How can they coexist? One is destroying the other.
Yeah.
You know, they are not complementary. You see that? So to coexist means you must be complementary.
Yeah.
But here's the case where there's Galamsey, no other thing can grow there, particularly rubber. So this is our attitude. So the biggest danger, apart from the rubber exports and the rest, in terms of production and so on, is the Galamsey. I think that, you see, modernizing agriculture is not to always depend on the rain of nature, coming from nature, but also to be looking at ways where you can do irrigation, some form of irrigation. You know, when we scientifically determine that the humidity is less, at a particular either 1 week or 2 weeks, we need some amount of water. We could be doing that type of irrigation. Unfortunately, you cannot have irrigation in those areas again because Galamsey water is such that you cannot use it for irrigation. So you can't have a dam there. So again, we are getting into a situation where it matters not how good your policy is. It matters not the availability of resources to have irrigation. The fact is that you cannot have irrigation because you harvest Galamsey water and then you cannot. So irrigation cannot take place. But this is what we need to be looking into the future. If you look at other countries outside Africa that are into this type of tree crop, cocoa production, oil, and they are beginning to use fresh water, you know, as irrigation to supplement the rainwater, you know. But in Ghana, given our situation now and given the threat of Galamsey, then it means that we may not be able to apply that type of technology or improve upon it. You see, and the biggest thing is it's not just about distraction. You know, we have different types of distraction. You can get your trousers torn and you can patch it. But if your trousers is bent, then you will never have it. What Galamsey does is that it destroys the infrastructure permanently and irreversibly. You know, so there is no opportunity for us to reclaim that land because we don't have the capacity, we don't have the technology, we don't have the resources. Because the cost of reclamation is not, and when you even talk about the reclamation, the soil is not coming back to be like the original one, which could support the tree crop or the production. So it's just irreversible and permanent. So you see, these are the serious threats to agriculture permanently. And that is why when we are calling on government to go beyond the normal policies that we have, the enforcement programs that we have, is because each day that land is destroyed, that land is destroyed forever. You see, you cannot reclaim it because we don't even have the resources today to meet basic needs of our country. So how can we then have that huge monies for reclamation? The technology is also costly, and then even if we reclaim the lands, they will not still go back to their former state before the destruction. So these are the things that generally is threatening agriculture. And you see, the country is divided mainly into two. The southern part, which has two rainy seasons, the northern part one. You can see that the capacity of the country to produce food and agricultural produce, particularly for the southern part, has reduced drastically because of the Galamsey. So if you take food crop, for instance, I would dare say that about 50% of the capacity of the southern part of the country to produce food has been lost. Yes, has been lost. Yes, that is where we are. And that is dangerous for us. It is the northern part that is still left for us to produce food. Unfortunately, Galamsey is also moving up there.
Exactly. Yeah.
You see,
I was going to say that.
And you dare not stop them because we seem not to be ready to stop it. That is also that we are simply just not ready to stop it. If we want to stop it, we know how we can do it, but we are not doing that. So this is the danger for the entirety of the agricultural sector.
Right.
And the economy is on agriculture.
True.
The painful thing is when we are talking about job creation, we should be looking at the companies. And when you go to the hinterland where GREL is, and then the people that are working in those companies or making a living out of those companies, you can't bring them to Accra. Look, I'm a labor man. I take salary, and all of us take salary, we know. And you journalists are worse off in the sense that you have to come to work at odd hours. The stress alone to do that in the cities, in the towns, should be a choice. It shouldn't be a necessity.
Right.
You choose to do that. In those areas, when you pay them salaries, They are closer to their homes. The stress is not there. And these companies even sometimes transport these workers to their place of work. Sometimes even provide accommodation for them. Sometimes even pay the electricity bills for them. Sometimes provide free water for them. So if we want to really, create jobs and create permanent jobs, which will link up to our economic growth. And that's why some of us are very worried when we talk about GDP. It's nonsense to a Denian, the ordinary person. Yeah. GDP is going up, so what?
What does the person feel in
What does the person feel? It's because we are missing the areas that will really give us the employment. And again, as a country, majority of our workforce are those who are at the lower level.
True.
Those who have not been to school, JSS leavers, SS leavers, and then you now come to university leavers. These are the young men and women, and the skills levels are low, and you need to provide them jobs and leave those who want the white collar jobs to come to be in the cities to do so. As a country, if we destroy agriculture, and because we are not paying particular attention to agriculture, nothing works.
Right.
Because everything, even services, depends largely on agriculture. Not to now talk about manufacturing. Because about 90% or more resources or raw materials will come from agriculture, given where we are. And if you want, you can check all the other countries. We are talking about Malaysia, we are talking about Indonesia, we are talking about that. Their industrialization came from where? Their raw materials, their agriculture.
Right.
So seriously, we are in the, nothing is lost. Nothing is the end. It's a stage in our development that we have reached, where we have lost opportunities. We can begin today to make sure that what we do not want happen to us in the past should not happen again going into the future. And that is why all of us are concerned and holding our policymakers and our government on that the policies that we have, and fortunately, we have good policies. Fortunately, we get good policies. Our major point is enforcement and implementation.
Very well, very well. Let me come to Mr. Akwabwa and then ask from where you said, do you think we have failed to place premium on rubber as we have done for other, commodities or crops? Have we prioritized other crops or other resources to the detriment of rubber, for which reason we are not paying proper attention to that sector, leading us to this particular threat that we are currently being faced with?
To some extent, that is true. If you look at a product like cocoa, there's so much attention.
Exactly, and with all that revenue,
there's so much attention.
You mentioned what we are gaining, what we are losing due to all of this.
Yes, but as you mentioned, you have a land that could be used to cultivate either of these products. The more of one you use, the less of the other you probably cut.
Exactly.
Unless there are fallow lands that you haven't utilized at all. And unfortunately, we have such fallow land that could actually go into it. So we have paid attention to certain crops. But I think that we are also not doing well enough because we are ignoring other strategic crops that can equally contribute and sometimes even better than what we are concentrating on. So cocoa has helped this country for so long and so well over the years, and that is fine. But whilst paying attention to cocoa, shouldn't we consider other crops?
Exactly.
Cashew has come in quite strongly. Shea is important, and rubber is equally important. And bear in mind that not all the crops can grow everywhere in the country. There are certain concentrated areas. So if you have a strategic area for the planting of a particular crop, then you ring fence it and protect it as such. It makes sure you do the best out of it and get the maximum out of it. So I think we've not paid enough attention to rubber. Since we were young, we heard about rubber. We thought, you can take it for granted, but it's such an important crop. But over the years, it's been with us. And I think by now, we should have paid the kind of attention we've paid to, say, cocoa, and have the full concentration there. In cocoa industry, for example, it's a really regimental arrangement. You can't on your own be buying cocoa. You have to go through the cocoa buying companies. You can't just be exporting cocoa without going through a process. There are so many things you cannot do on your own without cocoa borders, with cocoa marketing companies to come in. So it's a bit regulated. in the case of rubber, there's some regulation. That is the irony of it. We've set up the Tree Crop Authority that's responsible for regulating the rubber industry. So it's the level of regulation and enforcement of the very laws we have promulgated that we are having a weakness on. Because, as he mentioned, the laws are clear. You cannot export unless the local companies have had adequate supplies. Who is ensuring that indeed the local companies are getting adequate supplies? Who is ensuring that we are not exporting? When the trucks are moving, who is monitoring? When they get to the port and they are getting to the ships and being carried away, who is making sure that they don't go? And we've had similar experiences in other products, like the scraps, for example. There's also a law around it. But you'll be surprised. Our metal companies are always complaining we are not getting enough of the raw materials to process. Meanwhile, there are people who are clandestinely moving the scraps out of the country. So I think as a country, we got to be a bit more serious about some of these things. If we are talking industrialization and we appreciate the importance of industrialization to us, then when we set up laws, we should make the laws work. For me, that is the most. Why did we set up the law? Why did we promulgate a particular law that it should come in to protect industry or do whatever it is for us? Once we have done it, it means that there's good intention behind it. And we should have the enforcement mechanism to make sure it works. So I think rubber, there's a lot more potential than we are thinking. And for me, I'm even looking at the situation where we'll go beyond the basic raw processing to tertiary stage where we are doing a lot of it in Ghana. You know, but we can only do the tertiary one when the secondary one is succeeded.
Exactly.
So if we are even the basic raw materials for the first level processing, we are not getting it, and we are not encouraging these companies to go into tertiary, then we are not getting the best at all. And as you mentioned, we lose so much revenue as a result of the fact that we are allowing these exports to go. So I think the level of attention is important, and appreciating that it's a strategic crop, and the institutions we've set up to help us deal with it must work. And I think this is where the media also comes in. I'm very happy that we've given us the opportunity to sit on our channel and we are talking about these things. I think we shouldn't end it here. We should continue talking about it. And your sister stations around the country, everybody should talk about it. When there is an issue that is so pertinent and so important to the country, the attention should go there. And we just don't want to talk. Otherwise, why are we talking? We want action to be taken.
Exactly.
We just finished our industry summit just yesterday, and it was one of the key topics we discussed. We got the Minister for Lands the Deputy Minister at our opening ceremony, and the President of AGI extensively talked about it, and he gave a promise that he's just not listening, he's going to make sure action is taken. So we want the action taken.
We want the action.
And let's track it. The media should be asking questions. We said this, we said that, we agreed that we'll do this. Have we done it? How long has it taken? What are the timelines?
Exactly.
So we need to really work at it and make sure we get the results that we want. And everybody will be happy. Because I'm sure your brother, your sister, your cousin somewhere, they all want jobs.
Exactly.
Everybody wants jobs. We always complain about jobs. But the jobs will not just come from heavens. We need to create it. And creating it, we need to have a mechanism for creating it. And this is one area we can easily create jobs for our people.
Great. Thank you. We need to have a full show on this. So the issues are many. We're fast running out of time. But I'll come to you on what we've missed, especially from the Cote d'Ivoire experience, what we can learn from there. And that will be you also adding on to dealing with the situation at hand, what we can do to deal with it. And then I'll come round for your specific industries or sectors, what we can do to nip this situation in the bud. And then we can wrap up the conversation. So I'll start with you, Mr. Usu.
Thank you. Just to, as a follow-up, you asked about why is it that a commodity is not well known.
It's like we're not placing premium on it.
Of course, it's the history of the development of the commodity in our country. Because I said, for a long period, there was a downturn. Firestone even left our country. Now the tire manufacturer, you go there, the whole place is dilapidated. If we want to bring it back, as the CEO said, even the primary production is going out, how can we then bring back Bonsa Tire? We cannot. And rubber is an essential commodity. You can check. The EU is one of the essential commodities on the list of EU because you came here on rubber, on tie, on rubber. Everywhere you go, you cannot do anything in the world without rubber.
True.
So it's a very important commodity that we need to promote in our country. And rubber too is eco-friendly. In fact, it sequestrates carbon. So 1 hectare of rubber sequestrates 20 tons of carbon dioxide.
Wow.
And it always brings back soil fertility because every year the leaves fall. So rubber, the first 3 years you just apply fertilizer, it's finished because we are just harvesting hydrocarbons. So it's a very unique commodity. Now, coming back to your question on Ivory Coast, you see, Ivory Coast developed their system through an associations. So they have an umbrella association called APROMAC, and it's very strong and powerful in Cote d'Ivoire. And they have all the actors, whether you're a processor, a farmer, a nursery operator, researcher, and all that, they are part of it. And in their press mechanism, they have a levy. And so through that levy, they developed the industry themselves. So what they did was that a lot of technical assistance, establishing nurseries, training bidders, even accessibility to farmers field. So let's say in a rural setting, they can open the road from within, and they have a stabilization fund also. So, and then they subsidize the planting material.
Okay.
In fact, in rubber development, the cost of planting material is high. So what they were doing was that they just linked up with big players. So let's say in Ghana, they would just, let's say, a contract GREL, for instance, and they say, GREL, okay, produce 1 million planting materials for us. And then you farmers go to GREL, but the cost is 1 cedi. Go and pay 50 cedis, 50 pesos. And then the association will pay the 50 pesos.
We are subsidizing for the farmers.
They subsidize. So apart from the training and all that, so they subsidize the plant. So the most important thing is for you to clear your land. You go and pay 50 cedis, and you plant.
Can the Ivory Coast model be replicated here?
It is possible, and I want to share my own experience. In 2019, there is this Canadian NGO, MEDA, and they are supporting the tree crop sector.
Okay.
In fact, they were really in cashew and cocoa and all that, and they added rubber. And I have my own consultancy. So, and I have a partner that has irrigation and was doing rubber nursery. So what he did, we discussed with them, and they said, okay, look, they did an inspection. They said, your irrigation equipment is not too good. So they invested, they gave a grant to the nursery operator.
Right.
And then they said, what's your cost of production? At that time, it was 3 cedis. So they said, okay, we'll take 50% of the 3 cedis, and the farmer should pay 150. And within 2 years, that nursery with the consultants that I did, were able to supply 283,000 planting materials.
Wow.
And
within a year?
Within 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
So let's say 140.
Yeah.
And if you divide that by 555, the number of trees per hectare, you see the number of hectares that through that program alone were able to develop. And by 2020, that the grant had ceased. But up till now, even farmers still call me that when are we getting something like that? So these are some of the things that we can do back into. Now, in our price mechanism, as I said, it was based on the Cote d'Ivoire. We have a levy that farmers pay, that processors pay. And we have to plow it back into the industry. A lot of planting, a lot of technical assistance to the farmers. Now, as we talk now, because of this exit of raw rubber, there is no technical support for the farmers. You can ask them. There's no, and rubber harvesting is skillful, is highly technical. And when we say you can tap a rubber tree for 30 years, it is not to tap anyhow. When you look at the picture there, right there, you see how it is. So you have to manage the tapping panel.
Right.
And they have to school you to be able to do that. Now what is happening is that because they are buying, they want more rubber, They are tapping in the morning, in the evening. They are applying what we term a stimulant. It's a chemical that allows the flow of the latex.
Right.
And all that. So if we are not careful, trees that we believe that should produce the next 30 years, we're producing maybe 10, 15 years. And that is why we are saying the industry is declining.
Right.
And if we don't block this exit, or we don't control it, let me not just say block, but we have to control it so that we can monitor it. Otherwise, with time, the industry will collapse. And that is what we are talking about. So let's do the enforcement and then the monitoring. And then when we get there and there's excess, then we can then say, okay, let's export this and let's. So now that's what is happening in Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire now, and I'm repeating, if you want to enter the rubber value chain in Cote d'Ivoire, you have to enter at the tertiary stage. They will not now allow you to enter at the secondary stage. See, they are growing. So now if you want to enter, they say, come and put up a factory that can process, let's say, add value to the TSR. So we have to learn.
Right.
And I want to say that briefly that just last month in Nigeria, they have banned export of shea for 6 months.
Should we ban the export of raw rubber?
If that is what will make us move on as far as the industry is concerned. But we need to look at it. But the point is that that exit must be blocked now because we have enough processing capacity in our country.
Mr. Kare, should we ban the export of raw rubber?
I'll say yes. Yes. There's nothing wrong of banning. You know, banning is not wrong. It's just about the situation. And banning can take so many forms. You ban temporary, you ban permanently. Which one are we choosing? So we can ban temporarily. And we need to do that because what I know is that there's so much capacity. Factories in fact, their factories operate 24 hours or are designed to operate 24 hours. And we all know that many factories, whenever they are built, they are designed to operate 24 hours. Here is the case. You have these factories that have invested so much to put them on, and then they don't operate 24 hours. They don't even operate fully. There are some weeks, months, they close them down because there's no raw rubber, and yet you export it. So in this case, I can see that there's the need for even a ban. Ban is a strategic development tool. How you use it would is another thing. It's like a knife. We all have knives in our kitchen, and it's good for us. You can't cook a good meal without a knife to cut some of the things. But if you don't take care, the knife can also cut you. So you have to apply it well. And again, whether we will ban or not ban, it's about what we want to do with the industry. Our attitude today, so far as the rubber is concerned, I think that we are not serious about rubber. Because if we are serious about rubber, we will not allow the raw rubber to go out. And if you look at TCDA, what are you there for? If it is just to set up an authority to come and promote the export of raw material, then we better not do that. We better not do that. And that's where my pain is. That a state institution which is meant to protect and facilitate the production and growth and development of rubber is now promoting. And I'm saying they are promoting because they are not telling us that they are unable to stop the what?
Export.
The export. They are not telling us. And you're supposed to do that. So if you have a law and you are sitting there, you are taking salaries, and then your obligation is to help develop the particular industry. And the industry players are saying no, are complaining, and you are not listening to them and allow the export to go on. What is the use of it?
We would have to engage the authority on that and find out.
You
what
have to engage them. And I'm saying that, you see, it's a Ghana. I think no one holds anybody responsible for anything.
It's the lack of accountability.
The lack of accountability. And then we don't appear to love our country. Because whenever you are going to focus on a particular development policy like rubber, you have to look at what do I want. If rubber is essential to us, then we'll look at all the challenges of it. So it will also help us to deal with Galamsey. Because our commitment to addressing Galamsey is not informed by the fact that it is destroying other areas of the economy. It's not. If we are coming from that point, knowing very well that one day we will not have rubber plantations in this country, one day we will not have oil palm plantations in this country, all the lands will go. Then our approach to dealing with this Galamsey will be stronger than it is. But it's because we have seen rubber as very important, and it's also linked to other in the crop areas. Then our commitment to solving problems will be high.
Thank you.
But it's not just about talking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We have talked so much.
Yes.
I also think that we, as citizens of this country, must call people out. Any person who is given an office, it is not permanent. There are KPIs, and the KPIs are not difficult to find. You find them in the law, the LI, particularly for the rubber. You find them. We use that as a measure. You don't need to be an expert in rubber production to know that something wrong is being done or something is not right. We all need to hold them on and please follow up and ask them. They should tell us why they still allow the raw rubber to be exported.
Very well. Very well. Let me come to Mr. Kwabo. Your final words on how to deal with this, and then we wrap up the conversation.
I think that from the few minutes of discussion, it's obvious that there's a lot of knowledge in this area in the country. We have skills, we have knowledge, we have investment, and we even have policies. It's not as if we don't have any policy at all. We have policies. What we are lacking is a coordinated front to make sure that the very things we've agreed we'll be able to implement. So the issue of the ban, we have a policy already. If we are having difficulty enforcing that policy, then we have to move to another level that will bring the kind of results we want. And if it will mean banning, go ahead and ban. No, that's why the US Senate is always very busy, because every law, they look at it. They implement a law within 1 year. They see that there are gray areas, there are loopholes, people are taking advantage, then they strengthen it further. So they go back to Senate. So in our case also, we shouldn't come with a policy and leave it and think that the policy should work for us forever, when indeed it's not working. From all indications, it's not working, because otherwise, why should we be allowing the exports to go on? Because we created a small room and say, oh, we can only export when we don't, we have the excess. Nobody is monitoring when the excess is created. If you are unable to monitor, then ban it completely. And as Mr. Cameron said, if it will mean banning it temporary to resolve the issue we have, and then we get to a point where we think that now we have oversupply and we are not getting enough of the machines to process, and therefore we must then export the excess, then we do so. But once we create that room at this stage, there's a tendency to deny the processes of what is due them. So I think the ban idea should be considered. But the problem is that even if you ban and you still don't enforce, people will still send it. And I'll give you the example of the scraps. There's a complete ban on it, but people are exporting. So it's not enough to come up with policies. It is what it takes to enforce and make sure it works. So that coordinated front is very important. I think it's about time we have a task force of a sort. You see, normally when issues happen, you want to deal with it and deal with it swiftly. In that case, you don't leave it business as usual. So immediately, now that we are talking about it, we've raised these concerns, there must be a task force immediately comprising the security agencies, the government institutions that are responsible, the industry players, the rubber producers associations, all of us who have interest, get us together. Let's have a task force and start the monitoring. There must be a reporting mechanism that is showing the total, and we can easily monitor. We have an idea about the size of rubber plantations we have. We know the expected volumes we should get. How much of it is going to the processors? And where is the gap? Where is the gap going? Anytime there's a gap, we know that it's being exported. So we can monitor. And then we become more vigilant at the ports. These are not small products that can be slipped in your bag somewhere and take to the plane. These are bulky stuff. It goes through containers.
Yeah.
And the containers are being loaded. And you say we cannot monitor this. Then we are failing as a country. So I think that it's about time we set up a mechanism. I think that immediately there must be a task force, a monitoring system that involves all of us, and we should be able to monitor, report to the appropriate quarters, and action should be taken. And those who are found to be culpable should be punished and punished severely, so that we can prevent this and support our industry to grow.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I think we're unfortunate that we have to end it here. We need to find time to engage further on this matter. Maybe we should start thinking about a Ghana Rubber Conference and bring more stakeholders together so we can find more lasting solutions to this matter. But thank you, Sir Chuma Kwabwa, CEO of the Association of Ghana Industries, AGI, Edward Karewe, former General Secretary, GAU, and then Mr. Wusu of the Rubber Producers Association. Thank you so much. We'll find time to engage further. Thank you also for joining us. This is Breakfast Daily on Channel One Television. Don't go away. There's a lot more on the show for you after this.
Uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trotro from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hush, star 712 hush. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Senya, God, the apple boom. If you're poor, what's that? So would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Life can get hectic, and sometimes we forget to prioritize our well-being. That's where Vano Mineral Water steps in. A refreshing solution packed with essential minerals, Vano Mineral Water keeps you hydrated and balanced. Whether you're at home or work, Vano Mineral Water is there to keep you going. Don't let a busy schedule hinder your health. Make Vano Mineral Water a part of your daily routine. Share the love with Vano Mineral Water, the choice for a healthy, vibrant you.
This advert is FDA approved.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come. Let's go!
It's on SuperSport all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial star 759 hash. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race. Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time 8 a.m. Venue Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558 973 973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. The City Business Olympics 2025 is powered by City FM and Channel One TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trotro from Kaswati. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late? Of
course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Me and you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Senya God the apple boom. If you put it was that so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
amazing one coming from Rebeth. And let's have some conversations on that. I actually didn't want you to stop because I was enjoying the tunes upon tunes. Your name? Dennis. Oh, okay. And you are what, the leader of the group?
No, I'm the secretary.
The secretary. Oh, so it's a whole organization.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Tell us about Rebeth Movement Band. You do this everywhere, or you events, and tell us details about Rebeth Movement Band.
Okay, so Rebeth Movement Band is a band located at Ashaman, and we do all kind of programs, but we are focused mainly on fancy. That's masquerade activities.
Oh.
Yes, please.
Oh. And you've been doing this in Ashaman? Everywhere?
Tema.
Yes, oh, okay. Yes, the masquerade activities. Do people still do it during Christmas?
Yes,
seeing people on the streets and all those things? Oh, okay. How many people do you have in this group, and what brought this entire group together, the people in the group together?
So actually, we are boys from the Brigade Band, Methodist and Presby. So coming up together, we decided to form a band outside the church band to partake in other programs to get something small for ourselves. Since most of us are students, so that's what we do to at least get something on us.
Oh, okay. So they call you for events and all that. So let me ask you, how many events have you played?
This year?
Maybe since you started?
Countless.
Countless. So events like where? Just mention for us. If somebody's watching, the person wants to invite you for a particular event, the person should know, okay, you can fit in here or you can fit in there.
Okay, so actually we do funerals, birthday parties, engagements, wedding, any other program you want us to be available, we can be there.
And are you affordable?
Very affordable.
Yeah, very affordable.
Depending on your
pocket.
Yes, please.
Let's see. So if someone wants to get in touch with you, how will the person be able to get in touch with
Actually, we have two numbers.
Okay. Okay, so you want the details of the numbers, but do you have any social media?
Yeah.
You can share the
Instagram, TikTok.
So you can share with
Instagram,
us.
TikTok, at Rebeth Movement Band Official. That's our handle.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. But you can also join them on Instagram, TikTok, and get their contact there. Call them, and certainly Rebeth will be at that event you expect him to be. They give you a very nice one, from the trumpet to the drum to that's the bass, what? Tuba. I need to join this band. And tuba song. Charlie Dennis, thank you so much. And all the best in the group.
So
and
we'd like to make an announcement.
Oh, you have a big announcement
please.
you make. Okay.
So tomorrow we'll be having a luncheon with our co-workers, Meridian Masqueraders, and their founder is here.
Oh, okay. Meridian Masqueraders.
Yes,
and that is going to happen where?
At Tema. Starting point, it's a float, so we are going to roam in the environments of Tema. So we are starting at Committee 9. Yes, please.
It's starting at what time? Tell again.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. Oh, okay. We'll be there. I'll be there myself to dance. So Meridian Masqueraders and Rebeth Movement Band. Yeah, you guys are going to do a lot tomorrow, so you can be there in Tema Community. What again?
9.
Community 9 at 1 p.m. Join them so that they will have fun there tomorrow. And I tell you what, this is one of the best bands I've ever seen. I was actually dancing to all the things. But let's go to the communities now and tell you what is happening on the River Ankobra, the level of devastation as a result of Galamsey.
This is the Ankobra River here in the Nzima East municipality of the Western region, and I'm currently sitting on a boat here in a community called Yoso, and I will be very much disembarking at another community within the same municipality called Akango. What is so special about this Galamsey, anti-Galamsey operation taking place today is that we have the sector minister, Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa, today sitting in this very boat wearing the white cap, joining us in this very operation with the officials from the NIMOS, making sure that they patrol this very Ankobra River to rid it of any of the illegal activities that we've been seeing. I mean, look at the water, shows that it is that bad. Basically,
after over an hour of patrol on the Ankobra River, with devastation being caused by these illegal small-scale miners, the minister and his entourage actually stopped at a community called Chinatown, a community which is basically made of makeshift structures that used to host a galamsey operated by Chinese. Upon their exit, the place has been taken by locals who are inhabiting the place and also doing this galamsey, polluting the same Ankobra River. The minister, whose tour was not on a mission of destruction, spoke with them and also advised them that if they really want to do small-scale mining, the ministry has its doors open to actually help them engage in proper mining.
Galamsey na moyen. Say nsuo na Ankobra no. Won say na nani aye. Poison. Enu na ye huhumo obi anu mo Ghana ha. Nti mo ha ma betran. Kunkrofo. Eni say mo the chemicals nyina agum. Na yamba say ye be say obia ni e ba say be ka chom say President Mahama say efinda mabaha Minister mabaha mikoi mo amoti Ankobra no ne rivers e wo Ghana ha kase ni nyina memba ka kire mo say time na so say some person mo ye mining na ye be kire mo kwan ya boa mo ya mamo niema mo de beye a friend cooperative mining baby a rock ni a kire mo se ne mo ya ense nsuo ense asase.
We actually set off on this patrol on the Ankobra River around 10 a.m. and as I speak, we've gone past 12 midday and we're still counting numerous platforms used by this galamsey. As you can see over here, we have a lot of it all spread along the banks of the river. I'm told by the officers you see behind me, anytime they come, they see some, they destroy it, but it doesn't take long for them to actually come back here.
The people who are doing this have declared war on the people of Ghana, period. They are not simply looking for gold. They've decided to completely decimate the Ankobra River. And they don't care what happens to anybody else. This is one more reason why we have to put our money where our mouth is. And I hope I can bring the Minister of Finance, my good friend, here to understand that we need to mobilize all the security forces to stay here permanently because we are at war.
The minister also had issues with some small-scale miners who have been licensed and plying their business not far from the river, also polluting the river just as the galamseyers.
As you could see, almost every side of the river had been taken over by illegal miners. Makeshift accommodation, which means that thousands of people are still active, engaged in illegal mining. And what is sad is that you could see that they are basically mining close to the water and then basically discharging all those chemicals in the water, pumping it out and discharging it in. That's really the modus operandi. What was even shocking was that the Minerals Commission and the EPA somehow have also given licenses to some mining companies. I think effective immediately. Those guidelines that says that 100 meters from the water bodies must change. I think it has to be 1 kilometer far away. That is if there's a need to even give any concession at all.
Western Regional Minister Joseph Nelson, who also joined the patrol today here in the Nzema East municipality on the Ankobra River, is also raising issues with the conduct of the Minerals Commission, who are actually basically looking on for this devastation to happen, as well as the need for the chiefs to also play their role.
It comes to the issue of commitment. Trust me, I mean, we've been doing this, and you are aware, we've been doing this long before NIMO came in. And I think that we have to scale it up by bringing real presence, a base that will comb this place 24/7. I believe that will make some difference. And I also think that the chiefs around here, look, we cannot take them out. I'm sad to say, but I think that the chiefs around here, they have a responsibility because we hear things, we know things. usually it's almost like it's a sensitive area to go. But I think that where we are, if we are really serious about curbing this, then any and everybody who has a role to play in this be brought on board.
So that is the state of the Ankobra River, or the River Ankobra. It's become muddy as a result of illegal mining activities that is happening in that river body, or that water body. Joining us is the Western Regional Minister, Joseph Nelson, to have more conversations with us on this. Hello, Nabo, good morning.
Morning.
I trust you are doing well.
God has been merciful.
So, besides, or apart from what our cameras could capture, this, as you embarked on the tour or the inspection exercise, what more can you tell us about the level of devastation on the River Ankobra?
Yeah. I believe that your cameras did well. I mean, for most of the illegal things happening there, I think that they were captured. But there's also temporal structures littered along the banks of the river, and it's not one, it's not two, many of them. And these are the places where those engaged in this wicked and illegal activities hide, to ply their trade, simply going underwater and destroying it in the way we see it on our screens. You see, there's a shot we saw, and that is very, very significant. You saw some discharge into the water, and that is what has been happening. Direct discharge, I mean, live one that we saw happening right before our very eyes. So it's really, huge. This challenge we have is huge because it's been going on for years, and it appears that the whole place has been taken over by these miners. And I'm happy that we could go on the river to really get to appreciate the magnitude of the challenge and to understand the modus operandi of these guys, and to see how together we can deal with it.
Help us understand communities along this river, and which of these communities heavily depend on the Ankobra River?
Well, I think that all of them depend on it. All the communities, we have Akango, we have Jirayo, Tumentu, Eshiem. I mean, the communities, the Jura area. So we have Nzema East, for better appreciation of the issues. Nzema East is a municipality. It's also a constituency, but the constituency name is different from the name of the municipality. The constituency is called Evalue Ajomoro Jura. So, to indicate that we have these three significant, what do you call it, paramountcies, in there. And so, the Evalue area is the Axim and its immediate environs. And the Jura area is where we have the Ankobra really, the Ankobra's presence. And so the whole of the Jura area is also where this illegal activity is predominant. Okay? So all these communities that are in the Jura area depend on the Fra River, for their, survival. I mean, yesterday as we traveled on the river, we saw some of the community people fishing. I mean, look, just imagine the turbidity of this river, and imagine fish, that comes out of this river, and how wholesome this fish could be. I mean, just imagine it, whether this fish will be wholesome or not. And so they depend on it. They've been depending on this river for many years, I believe. And even these guys who have been doing illegal mining really depend on the Fra. Yesterday, somebody told me that they fake the water and they put what we call alum, something into it, and then it becomes clear, and then they drink. Can you imagine that? And so it's important that we get a grip on this matter, so that not just for the communities there, but for some bigger benefit to society. Because I think that we could use this for river. We could have tourism, tourist attraction. If this river is restored to its original state, I mean, a whole lot of things could happen, along the river, and for I think for the benefit of all of us in this region.
All right, Honorable. So as you went to this area, were you able to meet any of the culprits? And if you did they really understand why this is important to embark on?
Well, if you saw the pictures, you will realize that the minister engaged, and all of us engaged a certain, I don't even know how to call them, the community, all of these, the people who have put temporary structures at the banks of the river. I think we met a group, also stationed or who live along the banks of the river, and the minister had a word with them. If you saw the video, you realize that there was some engagement with some people, a group. And so he spoke to them about the need to really move out of there, because very soon, very, very soon, every structure along that river will be pulled down. That will be another day.
Right.
That warning was given them so that they will get themselves prepared. Why we didn't act when we got there? We saw children, and so on humanitarian grounds, and given that place was not the only settlement, as you want to describe it, along the banks, we felt that we should have a special day where all of these structures, illegal structures along the banks of the river, could be taken down. And so he had to speak to them in that manner so that they could understand.
Okay, Honorable, and before we came on the line to talk to you, we saw a footage of you where you said that, you've been fighting this issue for a very long time, but sometimes when the topic comes up, it's said to be a sensitive matter, and, it's sort of swept under the carpet again. Has it stopped being a sensitive matter at this moment?
Well, why I said so, it's not because we are unable to do. I was specific about who and who must come on board to effectively deal with this matter.
Right.
You see, as we have it, I don't think that anybody in Ghana, nobody goes to, basically dwell on a certain portion of land without having some questions asked by the owner of the land. So it beats my mind how all these people are there, and then the custodians of the land, the chiefs, who own the land, are unable to do anything about it. Of course, we know that in some instances, but let me say in most cases, it's the chiefs who give out the land, pieces of land to these people who go and mine. And so all I was saying is that chiefs have a certain important role to play, and that we shouldn't shy away from, saying it as it is. That is simply the point I was trying to make. That look, it's long overdue. We have to basically name. I mean, all those who have some responsibility in this matter
Right.
to really sit up. And well, we have been doing our part. We've been going on the river for the first time. I mean, we started going on the river, and that is how come all the structures you saw sitting on the river, you know, all these machines, I don't know, I mean, they are manufactured, in fact, by welders who live in communities along the river. So that is where these structures are manufactured. This metal, I don't know how to describe them, that, you know, they put on the river and mine basically, you know, the from the bottom of the river, you know. So all those ones, before we got there today, in fact, because we've been going on the river, all of them basically have been destroyed. All of them, with their machines that sit on them, all of them bent. And so yesterday we were even thinking about how to take these off the river, because it's also, you know, a source of pollution kind of. Initially the idea was that they should sink, but they should be sunk so that it goes down to the bottom of the river. But I think that's also going to present some, you know, huge challenge for travel by canoes and other boats on the river. So the idea is to take them from the river. So some activities have gone on the river, you know, over time. But I think that to really get a grip on it, where the water is restored to, you know, some expected levels, the original level, that where the turbidity is, you know, really reduced for human consumption and for some other activities. We need to really get everybody who has some role to play to come on board so that we're able to deal with it. But we'll continue to do our job as expected. Of course, the minister responsible for that sector has also really come to appreciate what happens around there. Yesterday was an eye-opener to, I believe, to all those who were part of the team that visited or that traveled, that portion of the river. And so that should inform some new direction in the coming days.
Mr. Minister, you keep saying in the coming days, soon, and all that. Isn't there like a deadline or a timeline that you used to embark on this exercise and to crack the whip or to get the issue resolved once and for all? And you also made mention of the fact that it looks like this isn't the first time you are embarking on this battle. Do you think that there are unknown faces behind that in a way must be dealt with severely to put an end to this canker?
So yes, we've been going on the river, but question is about capacity. The question has been, as security, the head of RECSEC in the region, we mobilize, we get the Navy, we get the boat. If you realize, we use a local canoe, if you've seen the pictures, okay? Because initially the naval boat we were using couldn't do the job. Okay, so we had to use, you know, this local boat, if we can call it that. And so we went there from time to time. So, and these miners, they know that when we go for an operation and we return, it takes maybe another month to go back because of resource constraints and things like that. Okay, so they go back. Now, that's why yesterday in my statement I emphasized that we need to really, really have a base in the area, a military base or whatever security presence we need to have there, permanent, until the issue is resolved, so that constantly we have a team combing the length and breadth of the river, and then also others who be on the banks on the other side, making sure that nobody does any illegal things there. The other point is also that it is not just the military presence. You know, we have a regulator, the Minerals Commission. The Minerals Commission, I think, must also be up and doing. The whole area in Zuma East, Ahanta West, Pristia, Mpoho, and some other places are also suffering the effect of these illegal activities. But you will realize that the presence of MINCOM is only in Takwa. And they are unable to really monitor what is going on within the environment, within this space. Even for those companies that have been given licenses by MINCOM, I think that they struggle to monitor the activities. And yesterday we observed some interesting, scenarios, interesting pictures along the bank where we're told that, oh, this company is a registered company, but we clearly saw the activities very close to the river. And so if MINCOM had a presence and was closely monitoring, we could avoid some of these situations.
Okay.
So it's not just the presence of the military, but I think that MINCOM, like I kept saying earlier, everyone who should be drawn into this fight must be brought into the picture so we're able to deal with it effectively. But the key thing is that we now fully appreciate the scale, because until we traveled on the river, we went for operations on the river, on the land, but going on the river yesterday really brought home the picture that we needed to see.
So it was actually an eye-opener. Okay.
Yes, definitely. Definitely for myself and the sector minister.
Good,
I think that things are not going to be the same.
Good. Honorable, thank you so much for your time. We'll keep knocking at your doors anytime issues of this nature come up, and we'll be following up keenly what your outfit will be doing, since you are the regional minister for the Western region, and also what the government is doing in that particular region to fight illegal mining. So you just heard Joseph Nelson, who is the Western Regional Minister, talking extensively to us on what is happening on the River Ankobra. And he actually called on the Minerals Commission to do the needful, to step up their game and do what is expected of them. You wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't just sit in the office without doing anything. Go out there and get the job done. Chris, I think that this is a very serious issue that has to be sort of dealt with once and for all, because we've seen things of this nature. Ministers will go to these sites, inspect, and virtually we do not really see any outcome. Yeah. We were in this country when we saw John Peter Amewu, who was in that same ministry, went, did all the action, took all the needed actions. There were voices, there were videos of governments fight against illegal mining. But here we are today. The River Pra is getting polluted again. The Ankobra River is also getting polluted. Other forest reserves are also being mined in and all that. But joining us is the Director of Communications of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Amma Mausi, who would tell us details of what her outfit is doing and how many river bodies they have visited to ascertain the level of devastation so far as Galamsey is concerned. Good morning.
Good morning.
I trust you're doing well.
I am. How are you too?
I'm doing good. Let's find out from you, from your outfit, aside of the River Ankobra that we've seen that you've toured or you've visited, which other river bodies have or has your organization, that's the ministry, inspected to see the level of devastation when Galamsey comes to mind?
Okay. Good morning to your listeners. So, if you recall, months ago we commissioned the Blue Water Gas an agency that the ministry had outdoors to basically serve as community vanguards across the major river bodies in the country, and for them to be able to monitor and then also ward off these illegal miners across these major water bodies. So in terms of presence on the major river bodies, we have presence with the Blue Water Guards and with the NIMO. They work in conjunction with the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, which we basically call the NIMO. So they work together with them to be able to conduct these patrols daily, constantly on the river body, and then also in the forest reserve.
But when you visited River Ankobra, behind what we are seeing on the screens, what was the engagement like with the people who are sort of embarking on this illegal act on the river body?
Okay, so like I said, because the Blue Water Guards and the NIMOs have been conducting the raids on these on the rivers, and then we keep getting reports on the number of makeshift structures they have destroyed and things like that. And the minister felt it wise for us to be able to go on the ground, actually, to be able to ascertain, what the actual impact of the work that they have been doing is, and also to be able to understand the magnitude of the devastation that we have. And it, from the tour yesterday, I think we went from Rioso all the way to Ankago. We spent about 2.5 hours on the river, and there are several communities along the river. And for most of the communities that were around those areas, it looked as if it was they had come to get used to seeing the devastation. And if you heard what the regional minister had said, they will fetch the water and then put alum on it, and then when it settles, they think it is good to go. And so we drove a lot of engagement on the ground with the community. We've also recently rolled out the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program, so we used the opportunity to also engage them on that, let them know, what the program entailed and how government was willing to assist them to be able to engage in mining responsibly and sustainably. With that said, the minister was very clear. We have given them time to be able to move their makeshift structures from along that area, because we are establishing permanent security across along those areas. And so in the next few days, they need to move. Because once we have permanent security, they have no excuse as to why they are still there, and we are going to be with it.
All right, so Amma, how bad is it?
It is bad. It's alarming. We've had several reports, water treatment plants being shut down, and the salinity levels are through the roof. It is alarming. The river Ankobra spans about 190 kilometers, and with even the portion that we saw, it is alarming. And we have, unfortunately, we have all these, even licensed small-scale miners within about 100 meters close to the river, and they are washing and putting back into the river. And so the Minerals Commission is clear. Fortunately, yesterday we were with the acting CEO, the new acting CEO of the Minerals Commission, and we are clear that they are going to look at those licenses, possibly annul them. And we are going to also review that regulation of that 100 kilometers. And the minister mentioned it there yesterday to say, look, maybe at least we should do 100 meters, maybe we should do at least 1 kilometer. But that's something that immediately the team is working on, assessing the situation to be able to advise on what the best measures are. But it is alarming, and we should all be concerned.
We keep saying that soon we will get to the security officers there to be stationed there to guard the river, and also to ensure that activities like illegal mining is not continued there. We would want to work with timelines or deadlines. Is there one from your ministry?
I can't give you a specific timeline yet, but I can say that it's going to be immediate.
Right. All right. So earlier you mentioned the blue water guards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what sort of reports do they bring back to you people? What sort of menace have they encountered? Have they ever encountered the culprits? What do they see? Like, what goes on in there that they have to fight with every time?
So the blue water guards basically their job is not confrontational. They are, because they work with the neighboring the Ghana Navy, the Reverend Command of the Ghana Navy. So basically their job is to monitor the activities on ground and also then report to the Navy, because we know that the Navy doesn't have permanent bases on all the river bodies. And because we recruit the blue water guards from the community, from the neighboring communities, they are closer. So it's easier for them to be able to report immediately, and then when they need backup, the Ghana Navy is able to assist. But occasionally, what they also do is, for ones that they are able to work on, for instance, when some of the miners spot them, they flee. So immediately they retrieve the machines, the chamfans that they use, the water pumps and things like that. And then for the chamfans, mostly they destroy them. Recently we sent about 900 water pumps to the Ministry of Agri that was disbursed to farmers. All of those 900 water pumps were coming from the work of the blue water guard. So that is basically what they do. They monitor the activities, they ward off the miners from the river bodies, and then also destroy equipment where they have to. The ones that they're able to retrieve, they retrieve, and then we also put them to better use.
You made mention of the fact that this is very bad, and we know that in recent times there's been a call that there should be a declaration of state of emergency. What is the ministry's stance on the declaration of the state of emergency? Will you say that after saying all this, you would push for that?
So we have said, I think the ministry and the government has been clear on that, and the president was clear on that. The state of emergency is going to be the last resource. We are rolling out several measures. We are seeing that the measures we are seeing results with the measures. What we need to do is to beef up the measures that we have implemented, and that's exactly what we are doing. And so, I said earlier, in the coming days, you would see, an increased pace in the work that we are doing. It's also important to note that whilst we are talking about all of these things, we are clear to say that we are not against mining. People want to engage in the activity of mining, and there are rules and regulations regarding the mining activity. And that is why it's important that while we are driving sensitization, we are driving education, we also provide alternatives, which is why we have rolled out the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program. So like I said yesterday, we have engaged the miners or the people that we saw in the community, explain the concept to them for them to buy into it. Once we have rolled out all of these things and we have done what we need to do, and people are still recalcitrant, then we would take it a step further. But I think for now, the measures that we have put in place are working, and and that's what we're sticking to.
All right. So Amma, lastly, before you go, I just want to ask. Well, before I ask that, we know people have come with so many strategies of how to deal with Galamsey. Sometimes they even start. Cameras follow them around. We hear voices of politicians. We hear voices of other people, all to fight, Galamsey, or we even watch some of these things. There's a bit of action, and then everybody gets excited about it, and then it just goes down like that. What's the reassurance that this is not one of those things happening, where you pump us, tell us everything is going to be all right, and then some months later, it just dwindles down? What's the reassurance that this is going to go through till the end?
I think if you followed from the beginning of this government's administration, right from day one, we have been transparent to the people of Ghana, and we have said that, look, we are under no illusion that this is going to be done in a day or two. And so we have taken the people of Ghana along. And right from the beginning, we said we need to be transparent, and we need to work with the people of Ghana. Let them see what exactly it is that we are dealing with. So we have provided constant updates on the things that we are doing, And as we go along, we keep taking, the people of Ghana along through the help of the media. And that's exactly what we are doing. We don't believe that it's a one-size-fits-all, and we don't believe that one solution is able to solve the many. And which is why, if you look at our strategy, it's a multiple-pronged approach. We need to be able to, as we are engaging stakeholders, we are also reforming, the regulations that we have. Recently, we have reviewed the entire mining regulations, the Mining and Minerals Act, the mining policy, all of those things under review with extensive stakeholder management, stakeholder engagement, because we believe that we need to be able to tackle it from all levels. We are enhancing law enforcement, which is why we have brought all the security agencies together in a coordinated approach, which is why we have the National Anti-Illegal Miners Operations Secretariat. And then we are also providing alternatives, and we are also reclaiming, the degraded land. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. We need to approach it from multiple angles to be able to get to the root cause of the matter. And as we go along, I think in the last 8 or so months, Ghanaians have seen the commitment of this government and the president to be able to solve those. So we will keep taking you along. We will keep deploying, the strategy that we have, and we will see the results.
Amamausi Monyefia, grateful for your time, and she's the Director of Communications for the Lands and Natural Resources Ministry. She's spoken extensively about this. We'll be following keenly. As we keep saying, our cameras will be everywhere.
Yeah.
Chris?
Well, we've heard her speak, and we just want the action to continue.
I like the last question.
Yeah,
you shouldn't just be for
it always
pump
starts.
and pageantry.
Always
for
starts.
The media.
It's on social media. It's on the media. It's on the newspapers. Everywhere. Then next thing, it just dwindles down, and back again. I mean, then we turn back again. We are back to square one. Recycling. Fighting Galamsey. Why it should just end once and for all.
Once and for all.
You understand? Because right now the lives of people are actually at stake. It has gone from an environmental problem to a health menace. Whether we like it or not, this is a very serious health issue. And, he talked about, the regional minister talked about people fishing. Imagine some of these fishes are what they actually sell to us to eat.
By the kinky joint.
You understand?
And you enjoy
it.
Which is
so it's like fried toxins. So you take the kinky, you take the fried fish garnished with toxins.
Anyway, we'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we have more for you on Breakfast Daily.
Uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trotro from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From not the pure cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Senya God the apple boom. If you're poor, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink adds a burst of refreshment.
Give me piba cocktail and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
P for Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, the stage is set. Ghana, are you ready? From the 23rd to 28th September, the National Theatre comes alive again with the Ghana Theatre Festival 2025 under the theme showcasing the rich diversity of Ghanaian culture through the performing arts. Kicking off in grand style on Tuesday, September 23rd is an opening ceremony. The week-long festival will feature performances from the resident companies of the National Theatre, School of Performing Arts, University of Ghana, and various senior high schools. Be part of a symposium to discuss the impact of taxation on the fortunes of the arts industry. Let us enjoy the captivating GR People by Efo Kojo Maugbe. And oh yes, the hilarious Run for Your Wife by Image Bureau and April Communications on Saturday and Sunday respectively. There will be loads of networking opportunities, 6 days of drama, dance, music, masterclasses, and many more. Dial *714*39# to purchase tickets for selected performances or visit www.nationaltheatre.gov.gh. You can also call 050-147-6357 or 0244-830-963 for further inquiries. Ghana Theatre Festival, a celebration of heritage.
Welcome back. It's still Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. Right now, we're about to have a conversation. In case you forgot, next week, Saturday, it's going to be the biggest corporate gathering, and it's all about the City Business Festival, and then we are all excited about it. I don't know, I mean City Business Olympic, and I'm sure you are all excited about it. I'm so excited about it. I told you I've already brought out my sneakers and my sports gear, and I know the companies are preparing. Yesterday we spoke to Margins ID, and Margins ID said they're coming with power. Philip also spoke to UMB. UMB said they're also coming with a lot of vim. Now we are going to be speaking to Bethel Logistics. And in the studio with me, we have Mark Kofi Amon Ofori, who's the general manager at Bethel Logistics, and Jesse Weafi, who's the pricing manager at Bethel Logistics. Mind you, Bethel Logistics are actually supporting us on this program, but they are also taking part of the sporting events. Let's get straight into it. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
How's everything?
Fine.
Ooh, we are really repping Bethel today.
Definitely. Exactly.
Okay. So tell us, is this your first time being part of the City Business Olympic?
No, this is about our, if I'm not mistaken, our fourth time we are participating. Yes.
And why do you keep coming back?
We keep coming back because we have a relationship with City FM, and which we have enjoyed so far very well. Through City FM, our association with City FM, we've got a lot of business mileage, you know, brand visibility and all that. So we said, why not? Once we are enjoying the relationship, why don't we continue? You know, so everything City Business, City Dance, we want to be part of it.
Right. Interesting. And this year, you actually decided to support us.
Definitely, we've always been supporters.
You've always been supported.
Not only participants.
Okay. All right. So tell me. Talking about being participants, what are some of the sports that your company participated in?
We have always participated in almost all the disciplines. Football, arm wrestling, swimming, spoon and lime, sack race, and almost all the activities we have
And you didn't win anyone?
In the past, I joined last year. I think in the past we have won a couple of them. The CEO's Challenge, our CEO won the archery? The archery, yes. Our CEO won it.
That's interesting. So at least you have one, title to you.
Yes, we have. And this year we are fully prepared. We need to really win something at this edition of the
And this year, what sports are you taking?
Almost all the sports again. Yes. I'll be leading the football team myself. And I'm sure our opponents will be praying that I pick up an injury.
Yeah.
At training, because the kind of goals I'm scoring from,
I really can't wait to see.
It's very
right. So, Mr. Jesse, what has preparation been like?
Well, we are doing quite well. Currently, we have our football team gone in camp. We are in a secret camping place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We're making sure we deliver and deliver to the best of our ability.
Right.
I mean, people should come to Eden Heights, and we're promising them good football.
Good football?
Yes.
Wow, like international standards?
Oh, yes, international standards. We have the Mbappés and the Lamine Yamals and everything. We have them there.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's interesting. Now tell me, why is this event important to Bethel Logistics? Why is Business Olympics actually very important?
Well, you see, there is this popular Latin maxim which says, mens sana in corpore sano, a healthy mind in a healthy body. It can't be all work. You need to incorporate it with some relaxation, and this is non-competitive, so to speak, sport.
Yeah.
It's more of recreational. So it gives us the opportunity to take time off work, meet, have fun, whilst we are still exercising the body, rejuvenate, and then get back to work and deliver to the best of our various abilities.
Wow.
So for us, it's an in thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's interesting. You have women in your
we
squad,
do.
right?
Yeah, we do have women.
Yeah.
We have the women tug of war. We have participants in there, and we have male tug of war participants as well.
Right.
The 7-a-side football. We come in. Watch out for our key draftsman.
Yeah.
Aside the football, he is also very good with the draft.
With the draft, right?
Yes. Watch out for him.
It's like you're practicing already. Right. So earlier you spoke about, this being like a non-competitive thing, but we'd like to remind the viewers that there are some sports that are actually non-competitive, like the working out and also the, what's it called? The whole exercise thing that we do in the morning. There's going to be like an open space for that. That's going to be happening. Aerobics, yeah. It's going to be happening like 3 times in the day. So just look out for it. If you're in any company and you represent any company, you're wondering, oh, I do not want to be part of any competitive sport. You can also take part in the working out session, the aerobic session, and we have like a wellness station that's going to be there on that day. You can speak to a dietitian, you can speak to a psychologist, you can even check your vitals. All these are very important for a healthy mind and a healthy body. So yeah, if you have not registered and paid, I don't know what you're waiting for. But then again, Bethel Logistics, tell us what Bethel Logistics is all about.
All right, so at Bethel, we are basically a shipping logistics company. Yeah, we deliver end-to-end logistics solutions. If I say end-to-end, what I mean to say is that you can probably sit in the comfort of your office or your home and order some goods from anywhere in the world. Yes, and then just after ordering, you can just give the details to us, and then we'll pick up the shipment from wherever it is, and then facilitate all the transportation and delivery. We can deliver to your doorstep.
So we save you the hassle.
I know. Yeah. I can imagine. But where are you located?
We are currently located in our head office at Chado. Number 37 Ofro Street, behind Trade Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if people want to reach out to you, they come to Chado, or is there a number that they can
there are phone numbers you can always call.
Yes.
The hotline is 0242
0204 0204 528 900.
That's the hotline.
And then 0302 216 261 510.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So for all your shipping needs, all you need to do is call Bethel Logistics. I mean, I'm excited about Saturday. That's next week, Saturday. What are your final words to the viewers?
I mean, if you are not coming to wager on Saturday, you are missing out greatly. I have been there a couple of times, and I can promise viewers that it's something you shouldn't miss.
Right.
The ambience alone is, is out of this world.
Right. Any final
Okay,
words?
so apart from the recreational aspect of it,
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to networking with other companies. You know, so I can't wait to be there.
We're
on
open for
Saturday.
business.
Exactly.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so
Welcome.
much.
Thank you.
And I heard you came with a surprise, eh?
Yes, our Jamal group is here.
Hey, your
with us.
Jamal group is
and,
here.
we're going to display a little bit of what, you
are going to see.
you're going to see on Saturday.
Wow.
On Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay,
Eden
so
Heights.
ladies and gentlemen, before we check out the Jamal Group, where we were actually speaking to Mark Kofi Amon Ofori, who's the general manager at Bethel Logistics, and Jesse Wafe, who's the pricing manager at Bethel Logistics, and it's all about next week Saturday, the City Business Olympics that's going to be happening at the Eden Sports Complex, which starts at 8 o'clock. It's like the biggest corporate sporting event, in fact, not just sporting, networking event that is happening in Ghana. So I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know why you haven't signed up. I don't know why you're still contemplating to pay up. All you need to know is that time is ticking, and if you don't pay up, the next thing you might just hear on TV is it's sold out. So do well to pay up. I want to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, UMB, and remember we are supported by Bethel Logistics and Dapong Health Service. Thank you so much. And remember that this is also in partnership with Side Hustle. So City 97.3 FM, Channel 1 in partnership with Side Hustle, and they are bringing you the Business Olympics. Now it's time for us to check out some of the heat that Bethel Logistics came with today, and that is just a tidbit of what we are going to be seeing next week Saturday. Let's check it out.
Bet luck, oh say yeah. Bet luck, oh say yeah. Bet luck, oh
Business Olympics is back. It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. The City Business Olympics 2025 is powered by City FM and Channel One TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare. Let's get into the world of sports like never before.
You know how we do it on Fridays.
Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports.
One of the biggest scandals in this country's history. You can't spend 250 million USD and come out with that.
From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
Getting an opportunity to become a national team coach, you should understand the politics around football.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi.
Joe was Zebaut. How Zebaut there? Zebaut won
We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy. When I look at him play, he is not it.
Or when it's time for Don't Call Me.
Join
the conversation as we connect with fans across the country and beyond. What's the latest updates? Send us your thoughts and we'll feature your comments live on air. And remember, we like to hear your predictions for matches and your thoughts in general. Think you know who's going to win? Let us know.
Big shout outs to my YouTube people.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive. Amen. Sports Panorama, your weekly sports fix. Don't miss out on the action. Sports Panorama. Catch the excitement every Friday.
Hey, the stage is set. Ghana, are you ready? From the 23rd to 28th September, the National Theatre comes alive again with the Ghana Theatre Festival 2025 under the theme showcasing the rich diversity of Ghanaian culture through the performing art. Kicking off in grand style on Tuesday, September 23rd is an opening ceremony. The week-long festival will feature performances from the wrestling companies of the National Theatre, School of Performing Art, University of Ghana, and various senior high schools. Be part of a symposium to discuss the impact of taxation on the fortunes of the arts industry. Let us enjoy the captivating GR People by Efo Kojo Maugbe. And oh yes, the hilarious Run for Your Wife by Image Bureau and April Communications on Saturday and Sunday respectively. There will be loads of networking opportunities, 6 days of drama, dance, music, masterclasses, and many more. Dial *714*39# to purchase tickets for selected performances or visit www.nationaltheatre.gov.gh. You can also call 050-147-6357 or 0244-830-963 for further inquiries. Ghana Theatre Festival, a celebration of heritage.
Welcome back. It's still Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. We're about to have another conversation, and this conversation is just about the ad that you just watched before we got here, the Ghana Theatre Festival, which is going to be happening from the 23rd to the 28th of September 2025. So in studio with me, we have Prosper Kwashi, who's the marketing and sponsorship manager at the National Theatre of Ghana. And we also have Dr. Benjamin Amachi Boateng, who is the head of department, music department and School of Performing Arts at the University of Ghana. And lastly, Reverend Dr. Sarah Dogbaji, who's a performer and director at the Department of Theatre. You are welcome, gentlemen and lady.
Thank
you. How's everything? So we just saw the ad and I'm excited about it. So can you tell us what the whole Ghana Theatre Festival is all about? Anyone can take it. Yeah.
Okay. So the National Theatre Festival is a platform for artistic expressions.
Yeah.
And it's been running for the past 11 years. This is the 11th edition.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it comes with the theme showcasing our rich diversity of Ghanaian culture through the performing arts. The performing arts, I mean, in music, drama, and dance.
Yeah.
And the overriding purpose and objective is to promote and preserve Ghanaian culture through the performing arts.
Yeah, I was going to ask you why that theme, but you have already said it. Wow. Okay, so why is it important for us to preserve the Ghanaian culture?
Yes, more than ever, we have to preserve the Ghanaian culture because of the
Yeah.
because of the globalizing influences that we are faced with. So they need to preserve the Ghanaian culture.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask Reverend Dr. Sarah, how is this important to you?
It is extremely important because the culture defines who we are, and we are losing it. The culture is an embodiment of our intangible heritage, and we are losing it. And the only thing we can do now is to be deliberate about passing on the baton to the next generation. And how do we do it? Is to keep showing it so they keep seeing it.
Right.
And then we get to rearrange the furniture in the young people's minds.
Yeah, you're a performer. How long have you been performing for?
20-something and over. It's been a very long time. Yes. I'm a theater artist, I'm a storyteller, and in this particular event, which is a choralization, if there's a word like that, a choralization of Ghanaian folk and play songs, which is a great idea because it makes the young people interested in, you know, these kinds of collections that we have. And so once it is folk, when we come to the intellectual side of things, my special area is folk aesthetics.
Oh, folk aesthetics.
Yes, that's my research area. What is it that when we perform our indigenous, you know, art forms, what is it that catches your eye, that makes you want to continue watching? So when we find those things, then we infuse them in our today's performances, globalized performances, so that even on the global stage, when you see the performance, you know that this is Ghana. Aha. So this is why it is extremely of great importance to me that we preserve our culture.
Right. So Dr. Benjamin, how is the University of Ghana, the Department of School of Performing Arts, how did it come on this?
On board.
Yeah.
Right, this is the Department of Music at the School of Performing Arts in the University of Ghana.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, the School of Performing Arts produces performers, dancers, musicians, actors, and the rest. And so if an institution like the theater arts is doing something like this, which to me is very, very important in terms of even giving us an identity as a people, which, as Reverend said, we are losing. If care is not taken, we would lose all some of the identity that we have. Talk about our music. Now, where is our music going? We are not able to pinpoint that this is Ghanaian music and the rest because of a lot of fusions and all those things. So if as an institution like the National Theatre is projecting Ghanaian theatre, it is very, very important that the School of Performing Arts that trains actors, trains musicians, trains dancers, trains storytellers and the like will come on board to partner with the National Theatre so that we can also help in safeguarding our culture and safeguarding our heritage and project it to the to the outside world. Yeah, that's very, very important for us.
And if I may, you know, in the culture, there's no separation between music, the singer, the drummer, the dancer, the enactor. There's no separation. It's all one embodiment. So a performer is a performer. But in the academy, we have these specialties. But then we still have areas of collaboration so that we don't lose that connectivity to what we do.
So Mr. Prosper Kwashi, tell us about the whole festival. What's the lineup like?
So the whole festival is starting on the 23rd. That's Tuesday 23rd to Sunday the 28th of September.
What are some of the activities we're going to be seeing?
So at the National Theatre, we value partnership and collaborations. So this year we are collaborating with the School of Performing Arts. We are collaborating with George Quay's Image Bureau and Nash Oko's April Communications. We are collaborating with the Ghana Dance Ensemble of the School of Performing Arts Legon to do a dance drama with the title Sanjin and other programs. And on the side there will be book fairs, food bazaar, and art exhibitions.
Wow. It sounds very interesting. So I really can't wait to be there though. Now, Dr. Sarah, what are you going to be bringing on that day? I'm very curious.
You know, the choir that led by Dr. Machi Boateng from the yes.
There's going to be a choir. Ooh, okay.
I have to make one correction though, which is that I'm a performer and I am the director of the piece, not of the theatre arts department. Yes, so the piece is a choralization, like I said, of folk songs, which is very, very inspiring. When you hear it, you'll be amazed. And because they're doing folk, then they invite me on board because as a researcher into folk aesthetics, my focus is on storytelling. So I tell folk tales. So I will tell a story
on that day.
I'll tell a folk tale on that day and how that folk tale connects to music, you know, because our folk tale actually is an embodiment of our histories and all our lived experiences. So when we talk about Kweku Anansi is a proverbial everyman. So Kweku Anansi is a musician. Kweku Anansi is a thief. Kweku Anansi is a preacher.
He's a trickster.
He's everything. You know, I can even tell you stories where Kweku Anansi was very generous and a positive image.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So he's not always a bad man.
Right. So Dr. Benjamin, any final words to the people?
Yeah, we will appeal to the general public that don't miss this particular event, especially from Tuesday to Sunday. Each day has something to offer. And you wouldn't like to miss any of those days. But the Department of Music is performing on Thursday, and our title is the Orecha, which is a night of folk songs, stories, proverbs, riddles, I mean, mixed with a whole lot of fun activities. And during the day time, for these particular weeks, we have master classes that you may want to do something on costume, we want to do something on makeup and acting, set designing and all. So I think it's a full package, very full, that we are inviting the general public to come to the National Theatre throughout this week from 23rd, the Tuesday to the Sunday. Don't take yourself out.
All right.
So I'll add to that, which is what I want to say is creativity is the pivot around which all learning must spin. And so we are inviting everybody to be inspired and massage your creative energies so that you arrive at the destination you want to go, whether you're a business person, whether you're a medical person, whether you're a journalist, you arrive at a higher destination than you imagined you will get to.
I love that. I love that. Any final words, Mr. Prosper Kwashi?
Yes, I would love to thank your station first for coming on board this project, and to also say that we are open to collaboration and sponsorship. We are appealing to corporate Ghana to come on board this project because it is something we cannot do alone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking to Prosper Kwashi, who's the Marketing and Sponsorship Manager of the National Theatre of Ghana. And we're also speaking to Dr. Benjamin Amachi Boateng, Head of Department, Music Department, of the School of Performing Arts at the University of Ghana, and Reverend Dr. Sarah Dogbaji, who's a performer and Director of the Piece. Director of the Piece. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was really nice having this conversation with you. And guys, this festival actually starts on the 23rd and runs down to the 28th of September 2025. And like Dr. Sarah says, like, creativity is actually like the bedrock of everything that we do. So come through, come and bring out the creativity in you to inspire you to do whatever that you want to do. Anyway, thank you. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, Breakfast Daily will be back with more.
Hey, the stage is set. Ghana, are you ready? From the 23rd to 28th September, the National Theatre comes alive again with the Ghana Theatre Festival 2025 under the theme showcasing the rich diversity of Ghanaian culture through the performing arts. Kicking off in grand style on Tuesday, September 23rd is an opening ceremony. The week-long festival will feature performances from the resident companies of the National Theatre, School of Performing Arts, University of Ghana, and various senior high schools. Be part of a symposium to discuss the impact of taxation on the fortunes of the arts industry. Let us enjoy the captivating GR People by Efo Kojo Maugbe. And oh yes, the hilarious Run for Your Wife by Image Bureau and April Communications on Saturday and Sunday respectively. There will be loads of networking opportunities, 6 days of drama, dance, music, masterclasses, and many more. Dial *714*39# to purchase tickets for selected performances, or visit www.nationaltheatre.gov.gh. You can also call 050-147-6357 or 0244-830-963 for further inquiries. Ghana Theatre Festival, a celebration of heritage.
Our media landscape is at a turning point. The intersection of policy and technology demands a new roadmap. Join us for a landmark forum, broadcasting at the crossroads, shaping Ghana's electronic media future. Theme: aligning policy, technology, and global best practices. We are bringing together the brightest minds to build a stronger, more resilient future for Ghana's electronic media. Register now at africamediabureau.com or call 0503-332-375. Secure your spot to shape what's next. A forum by Africa's Media Bureau, supported by the Ministry of Communication and Digital Technology. Media partners, Channel 1 TV and City 97.3 FM.
On Footprints this Friday, multi-instrumentalist, artist, and music producer Kwame Yeboah continues to take us through his musical journey from playing with local bands to gracing some of the world's biggest stages.
So Amanziba, you did Wogbejeke.
Yeah, Wogbejeke, that whole album.
That's serious, man.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Oh,
you did that?
Yeah, I took over from Mr. Simons in
Osibisa. Yes.
So I played Osibisa.
I think that's
Osibisa,
where I first saw you actually.
Yeah, I played Osibisa from 2000 till 2009.
With Greg Brown and
Greg Brown, yes. Greg Brown. Sola Matthew was drums.
Yeah, Soul Forever was there.
Yeah. Alfred Bannerman guitar.
Carrie Bannerman.
Yes. Yeah. And some Ashley percussion.
I love your style. I love your style. It really, really makes me feel so fine. It really makes me feel so fine. I love your style.
Footprints airs every Friday at 7 p.m. with a repeat on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. The City Business Olympics 2025 is powered by City FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare.
And of course, many thanks for joining us here on Breakfast Daily. We've been bringing you a lot on the show. But before you continue, let's just bring this on your way. Wonder Space has a short animation documentary on Kwame Nkrumah, and of course on the birthday of Kwame Nkrumah, that is 21st of September, to on Channel 1 TV. Make it a point and watch that documentary, especially your children at home. Let them stay glued to the TV set and watch the documentary. So Sunday at 1:30 p.m. So we'll bring you details of that and more on the show as we go along. But make sure that Sunday 1:30 p.m. Wonder Space will bring a documentary on Kwame Nkrumah. It's an animation, so it's tailored towards your children at home. Make sure that they stay glued to their TV set and watch. But in studio is Eko Krumson. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good.
One party, not to follow one girl.
Two parties,
but you are the only one sitting here now.
But one party if you follow one girl. One party if you follow one girl. Yeah.
Really?
But
do you know today is Chris's birthday?
Oh yeah, of course I do. I mean, we share the same department together, so I've seen it. It's all over the place. It's all over the TL.
I actually asked people to guess her age.
Chris is like,
relax, gentlemen. Don't give somebody the idea.
Are you my father?
Questioning upon questions. So people are sending messages. Someone said 25 years. Someone said 28, 32, 32, 43, Yes.
Oh, but if I say I know her age,
She's like 45.
But you were about mentioning. We just want our guests to viewers.
He cannot even mention. He's not my father.
Okay,
Like-
so we just want the viewers to still be sending
Like,
the
you don't live
message
in the
because
same house with
At the end
me.
of the day,
I'm also part of the people that's guessing.
Oh, you are guessing. You are guessing, but you
No,
really
that's something
don't
he
know.
can mention, but he doesn't know my.
Okay. Okay. So it's
right.
Chris's birthday. If you are just joining
Anyway,
us,
I know,
it's
but
her
it's fine,
birthday.
you know.
It's her birthday, and
I won't put it out. I know, but I won't put it out. Let's
but
just
make sure
keep
you
it
give
that
her
way.
a good treat. All the people out there, please give Chris a treat today. When it was my birthday, you were
Chris,
making
that
us-
she can give herself a own treat.
Relax,
So-
gentlemen. Why? Let's rain fall into the sea and let someone give her a treat, or you give her a treat.
I mean, I would have wanted to, but would she take it? She wouldn't.
That's
Why?
I don't know
A
why
treat is a
Echo
treat.
is trying to be all diplomatic about this. Anyway, City Business Olympics, gentlemen, that's why you came here. How's it going?
Oh, I mean, we are ready. 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 I mean, yesterday, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, Chris was saying next week. And I'm like, wow.
It was 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. Like next week, the City Business
And
Olympics is happening.
Eka was like, no.
Yeah.
We don't even say next week again. We just say Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Because I mean, if you say next week, it will look like, oh, it's so far. Somebody will think, oh, next week I can pay. No. This week is actually between today, Monday, and Tuesday. If you don't pay,
you're done.
Oh, ever foul. I'm very confident ever foul.
No, but no. After Eko said it, then we actually heard someone on radio say you just have like today and yesterday and.
So I mean, don't say I didn't tell you. Had I known,
it's always
at last. But yeah, the City Business Olympics is happening next week, Saturday, 27th of September. It's going to be electrifying. I've been trying to relive the moment in my head and trying to compare it to high school days. Did you have Interco in high school?
Yeah.
Did you go for Interco in high school?
Interco was done in my school, Soweto School of Business. We host the people.
Oh my God.
We host Wesco.
Okay.
We host Kwenyako. We host was it a Palmer wedding? We host in Saban Senior High School. We host a number of schools. And my school actually was doing very well when it comes to the 400 meter race, 100 meter race. And me, I was a Jama leader. So it was fun. So for Intercody, and it's fun. You see, it's like a day for everybody. You are relaxed and all that, and that's how CBO is going to be. You are relaxed. You are having fun. You are having conversation with people. So anytime there is CBO and I go there, the Interco days comes into my mind. I'm like, you know what? Let's get into the groove and do our own thing.
Good. How about you? How's your Interco days like?
It was great. It was great. Ours was also more of traveling. Yeah, because we had to travel to other countries to go play against those schools. Yeah, so it was super great.
Wow. I mean, for me, I've been trying to compare Interco and City Business Olympics. The only thing about Interco is that you're not even forming any meaningful relationships. You're not
you
doing
went to
business.
Otom?
Yeah, I was at Aquinas. So, I mean, we had an Interco at Elwak.
Okay.
The
So you
militaries
walk
were-
there?
Oh, yeah, we did.
It's
We
just a walking distance.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie, Philip. So, back in Aquinas, there was this big gutter. I mean, sorry if I'm saying it that way, but there was this big gutter that takes you all the way to 37.
Okay.
So, instead of students walking by the road to
What's the
Elwak,
gutter?
they just descend. And the gutter is a short distance.
By the gutter?
Yeah, it's a short distance.
It makes it very easy.
It makes it very easy. Like you descend, you come out.
And you're out.
And you'll be shocked. Like even the dada bars who daddies come and drop them in the Mercedes Benz and everything, they all descend with us. And then when you come out, you're at Elwak. And then you go there and it's just beautiful. For me, it's the only part I didn't like about Interco is when you go and you don't get gay. You know? You don't get girl. And then Charlie, you
Really?
like you do your yeah.
Really?
Oh. Philip, if you go for Interco, you must live with a girl.
You must what?
You must get a gay.
At Interco?
You must get a gay.
The fine girls have been coming there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
people were the people chasing the Accra
girls, exactly. You know, because if I go, I mean, that's the only time you get to interact
So
with
you know
ladies.
what? It's actually going to reflect in City Business Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
When you come, you do more networking. And you don't know what how the networking is going to take you, and where it's going to lead.
Oh, my brother! I said somebody on branch in the city said he met his wife at City Business Olympics.
Oh, you're kidding me, gentlemen?
I'm serious. I'm serious.
That's the Lord speaking there.
Yeah. So it's it's a time of networking on all fronts.
Wow.
Business networking, future networking, marital networking,
Everything
relationship
some.
networking, everything some. He did it.
So come.
Oh yeah, so you have to be there. And I mean, for companies as well, it's a time.
That doesn't mean you should come there and start looking for a woman or man.
Oh no, but you can't tell what is going to happen.
But you can't tell what is going to happen. If I get there and I am playing, and the way I strike the tennis ball, somebody good looks at me and goes like, "Oh my God,
sister, what are you saying?"
Yeah.
You come there, you take a contact of somebody from Bethel Logistics, like the way they came today.
Yeah.
And somebody from Nkulenu takes someone's contact.
Margins ID.
So you understand. So
Yeah.
even Nkulenu, you know that you'll be getting some palm nut soup. And Bethel Logistics, you see.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean,
you don't like example?
It's okay. I went on this tangent. I think I want to reverse. But yeah, I mean, the City Business Olympics is a time to connect. I mean, we are looking at it on the lighter side, but it's a time where people actually also strike like huge business deals, right? People also get to build connections. People actually, I know somebody who was able to change jobs because of the City Business Olympics. Yeah, like interacted with someone was like, oh, I am doing this. I'm looking at exploring other avenues as well. Okay. And that was it. So you get to connect on so many fronts. Also for people who show up there, because I remember very well when we used to, and I'm comparing this a lot to Interco because it has a lot of similarities. But the City Business Olympics has some added benefits that you wouldn't get. I remember when, if you're not competing and you're not seeing Jama, you're either working there, not doing anything. And then some students will be like, oh, I'm going home. And that's also something that happens at the City Business. The people, I mean, somebody will be like, I'm not coming because I'm not competing and I don't want to see Jama. This year, you have reason to be there because if you're not competing and not seeing Jama, you can be engaging in some therapeutic session.
Exactly.
Some nutritionists. You can be checking your vitals, right? To know your health status and know how well you're doing when it comes to your health. So there's so much for everybody. Like it's everybody that will be there will have something to do.
Beautiful.
Whether health-wise, whether competing, whether striking a deal, whether networking, whatever it is, there'll be something to do for everyone. So we are encouraging everybody to be there. Your company is going to represent Bethel Logistics. Don't say me, I mean, I don't have anything to do, so I won't come. You would have something to do. And for the games, we are set for the games. Everything is ready. And let me tell you, the Eden Heights Sports Complex, I don't think I've seen any state-of-the-art sports complex like the Eden Heights Sports Complex. And it's not because we are doing it that's why I'm saying it. But if you go there, you see the facilities, you would understand what we are talking about. I mean, the football pitch is not a 7-a-side football pitch. It's a football pitch for 11-a-side. But we convert exactly a standard football pitch. They have tracks. They have a swimming pool, a standard swimming pool. They have a standard basketball court. That one even beats my mind. They have some gym facilities. They have a squash area. All of this. So it's a state-of-the-art sports complex, and you would want to be there to see it. In addition to that, also they also sell buildings. I mean, they sell houses, they sell homes. So you are there, you go to check out some of the homes.
So you can actually tour them.
Oh yeah, you can actually tour the place and then actually get one for yourself. You know, like me, I'm looking forward to. Because next year actually I will move to Hidden Heights.
Stay there.
Yeah,
just listen to the name, Hidden Heights.
Yeah.
So you are on the heights.
Anyway, so I mean that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a beautiful event. You have to be there. 0558 973 973 is the number to call. If you've not registered yet, call and register and be there with your people. I mean, the team are putting in such awesome job, and I can promise you, this year's City Business Olympics is going to be different.
It's going to be different.
It's clearly it's going to be different because we've never really had the whole wellness station, and wellness is actually a big deal these days. Not just a big, there's a big industry these days because people have realized how important, your well-being is not just about your physical, but it's also about your mental states. Because a lot of times we overlook the mental states and just tell people exercise. But you cannot just be exercising without the right mental state. And the mental state is also what drives us here as workers, as professionals. If your mental state is not right, if you're burnt out, honestly, nothing's going to happen. Sometimes you're blanked out, like you can't really think. It's like you have writer's block, which happens to each and every one of us.
Of course, I mean, you wake up and you're drained and you don't understand why.
Drained.
Like, for me, the worst part of being tired is when you just wake up from sleep and you still feel tired. bro, that's when you're supposed to actually take a break.
So the tiredness is in the bones.
Yeah, it's in the bones. Like you can feel it in your bones. In your.
And you know the funny thing, your body actually tells you that. But sometimes you just
like I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting at work, you're working, and then you start dozing off. Know that you're tired. And you need the City Business Olympics to actually rejuvenate, revitalize, and get back to work. Yeah. Because you know, sometimes when you engage in some sporting activities, it relaxes you, and you're not thinking about work so much. Because people wake up Monday to Sunday thinking about work. Monday to Friday is work. Saturday is still thinking about work. Sunday thinking about what's going to happen on Monday.
And a lot of people, you know, have like their workplaces are just the desks and the chair.
Yeah.
So you are just sitting down always.
Yeah.
Like a sedentary lifestyle. You're just there. No walks, no nothing.
This is the time to get out and come enjoy yourself at the City Business Olympics.
They've said it all. Feel like don't come. We keep saying, but come. Me, I'll say come. So that you come and enjoy the old moment, like a concert, the intercom moments more, and do all forms of networking. Very important.
All forms.
All forms of networking.
Work out, get out of the office, enjoy yourself. Let's bring you.
And you see, there will be something that will be added. So people who also are workout freaks, and wouldn't compete, will be having workout sessions as well. We'll be having aerobic sessions intermittently as well. So, like I said, once you show up, there'll be something for everybody. Everybody will partake in something.
In order for us to get us into your head, let's bring you the advert again. You would know the numbers to call after we will transition into entertainment to end the show.
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. The City Business Olympics 2025 is powered by City FM and Channel One TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare.
All right, welcome back. It's still Breakfast Daily right now, and we're still, you know, savoring the moments of the City Business Olympics, giving you a tidbit of what it's going to look like, because 2025, this edition is going to be bigger, it's going to be better, and we've been saying it, we've been telling you the add-ons, and I don't know why you would want to miss it. Philip is always saying, if you like, miss it, but we are still inviting you to be part of it. But then again, the Wonder Space show with Miss Natalie, you know, one of the shows that your kids get to watch on this station, is actually going to be showing the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park animated video on the 21st of September 2025, and it's on Sunday actually at 1:30 p.m. So do well to gather your kids, let them know that something exciting is coming up, and it's going to be about Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. In case none of them have been there before, or probably they've been there before, they just want to, you know, experience it in an animated form. This is what they should be watching on Sunday, 1:30 p.m. and it's all about the Wonder Space show with Miss Natalie. All right, so we have some entertainment, right? It's Friday, and of course, the entertainment duo are here.
Grace, happy birthday.
Thank you.
See, as someone who
Jesus.
thinks about
Are you really serious?
who cherishes you so much, I bought you this very, very expensive gift.
Okay.
It's Tonton. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'll keep it for after lunch.
I mean, anything for you.
Anything
for you.
Yeah.
Anything for because you'll be on the set together.
Okay, wait. He gave you one. He gave me one. No, wait.
And how many are you giving?
Jesus Christ.
You do that after the
It's a
show.
competition.
No, you do that after the show.
How
many do you want?
So you guys are working with packs of Tom.
How many do you want?
This is my moment.
No, how many do you want? No, just name. How many do you want?
People are working with packs of Tom.
Translate this to money.
Chris, send me your Momo number. Momo number.
Really?
Yeah.
And also do suit and follow suit. I think
I think I'll give you cash. I'll give you
Really?
cash first.
Hey,
this chicken change. Let me send you.
let's talk about entertainment.
Okay,
Hey,
I mean,
the gentleman is having foreign currency.
this is an outdated currency.
Foreign currency.
This is an outdated currency.
Anyway, so
You want me to add more?
I'm sorry.
Let's-
You win.
let's-
I win, eh? You give up?
cool.
Talking
Hey,
pounds
and
I
dollars.
see.
dollars.
Yeah. I beg, we close and make people meet up for the back.
Anyway, entertainment.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Charlie, you drip.
Thank you.
Washishi.
On occasion.
It's my birthday.
It's Chris's birthday. There's going to be a party. Definitely. You know the program department?
Yeah,
don't
you
try
don't
them.
show.
Don't try them. So there's definitely going to be a party.
Pressure.
Some cake cutting and all of that. So I had to, start myself up with Cantamanto and then.
Can't.
Yeah, as usual.
What do you have in entertainment for us?
This week there was a National Film Dialogue at the CD Conference Center at the University of Ghana, Legon, where you had actors, actresses, content creators, skit makers, stakeholders in the movie industry. Jojo as to how to take our movie, our film, our theater, our cinema, everything it embodies to the next level. And to me, it was beautiful to see some veteran actors present, some veteran actresses present, some of the concerns they raised. It was beautiful. I think kudos to the CEO of the National Film Authority, Madam Kafui Danko-Pecha, and of course, the able Deputy James Gardner. Yeah, but my problem is this wouldn't be the first time stakeholders in the movie industry are meeting to. Why is it called? Laughing.
Oh, I didn't see this.
This wouldn't be the first time stakeholders in the movie industry are meeting to discuss how to take our movie to the next level. You get it? Beyond the talk, beyond the problems people speak about and all of that. What are we doing on the ground? Because every administration comes with its own people. They do things like this. They invite actors and actresses, round tables and all of that. But we are still where we are. We cannot put ourselves in top 5 countries known for movies here in Africa.
We have fantastic actors and actresses.
We have the talent.
Fantastic.
No two ways about that. We have the talent, but infrastructure-wise, facility-wise, the content we produce, can the quality match that of other African countries that are recognized globally, like Nigeria, like Kenya, South Africa, Uganda?
Egypt even
Egypt as well.
Faso
You watch their movies and
even
you get
Senegal.
you get goosebumps.
Yeah.
Their video quality, their audio quality, their storylines. You can feel it. You get it. Idris Elba has been here to say he would want to invest in our movie industry. What's the update on that? Others have also been here. I mean, Ghana is more or less like, it's true we are the gateway to Africa.
There was also another concern that was raised there. I think Kojo Nkansah Lewin.
Yeah, I feel like it's a non-starter. Let's not even discuss it. It's a non-starter.
Let's try it.
He said that about 40 to 50% of or 60% of people there will understand the English language, but almost everyone there will understand the Twi language. So at least one should be done in the English language, another in the local language, so that you can also understand what is happening.
But you see, it's a non-starter. Why? The reason I'm saying it's a non-starter is this. There were accounts there, there were gas there, there were Fantis there, there were Ever people there, there were Northerners there, everybody from every aspect.
And there were foreigners who worked in the industry.
There who didn't understand the local dialect.
Exactly. Do one for the people,
I'm coming.
Another one for.
Why are we trying to make it about?
Tribalize.
Why are we trying to make it about tribes? Like everybody understands a camp. Why is he assuming everybody understands?
Okay.
Jiget. Why is he not assuming that everybody understands Ewe, so we should speak it, or everybody understands Ga, so we should do it in Ga and everything? I feel like it's a non-starter, and this is actually taken away from what was organized, what was discussed, and everything. If you look at it, everybody's now talking about Lewin said this, Lewin said this. It's a non-starter. We've adopted English as a universal language for our country, which is the official language of Ghana.
As a lingua franca.
Yes. I think it's about time that we
stop the pettiness?
Yes, stop the little, why are we doing it in Ga and not Chi? Why are we doing it in Chi and not this and all of that? And rather focus on getting some of these things out there. When we shoot movies in English because it is going to sell on the global market. If you shoot in Chi, how will it sell on the global? You have to transcribe. So it tells you that English is a powerful tool that we can actually push with or work with. And everybody is now pushing for education to actually learn how to speak English. Yes, we might say it's a white man's language, which I don't disagree with. But if we want to do it dialect-based, then we should start organizing it in our various regions. So we should do a national film dialogue in Kumasi, where we'll have all the accounts, where we can speak Chi. We should do one in Central Region, where we can speak Fanti. One in Accra, where we can speak Ga. One in Volta, where we can speak Ebe. Then we are looking at, but if you're having a national one, we cannot take one language and put
the Ashanti regional minister was actually there to represent actors from Kumasi. He was actually given the podium to speak.
I think he's actually met them in Kumasi already.
Yes. Aside that, he was there to speak, profile their problems to the National Film Authority. So I see no reason why he made that comment. It was very uncalled for.
It's a non-starter. And that's what I was even saying, that we shouldn't even glorify it because now it looks like
you are giving attention
to
it.
It takes away from the
everybody's talking about the national film dialogue and then everybody say Lewin said this, Lewin said this, Lewin said this. It's about time we stop paying attention to such things.
Maybe it's also about time they stop inviting him to make some comments.
Well, you can't stop.
I mean, he's a stakeholder.
I mean, by the end of the day, let's not lie, the tomfoolery is getting much.
Well,
anyway, I mean, you have a point.
Getting too much.
I don't begrudge you at all.
It's getting too much. The whole clout chasing is getting too much. Maybe his name should be Cloutina at this point.
Anyway, any other thing for us?
Yeah, the diplomatic passports.
I mean, it's a good thing. Just say the only thing I didn't like is the whole Jandam that was going with the whole thing, right? So you will get it. I mean, it's about time we get to know the difference between Ibrahim Muhammad, the entrepreneur, and Ibrahim Muhammad, the visual artist. I mean, we need to know the distinction, and people need to stop trying to rope the big man into some of these conversations and everything. I mean, Ibrahim Muhammad, the visual artist, has also done very well for himself. So we should stop, trying to rob him of his shine. I'm not saying that the entrepreneur is not good. Like, the entrepreneur is a big man. Nobody, but, because his brother is the president, once the name Ibrahim Muhammad comes up, everybody is running to him. Probably has not done anything. And he ended up taking shots that he shouldn't have taken. But I want to say kudos to the government for actually pushing this, especially with the creatives, starting with the creatives and propagating it. I mean, Rocky Dauni has done so well for himself globally when it comes to music. Denta, it goes without saying, right? We can always attest to it. Wodemaya goes without saying, fantastic guy. Anita Eskin, massive woman. I mean, she's able to host an event and, do dual language, French and English.
That's a proper ambassador of Ghanaian culture.
Of Africa. I think when we talk about West Africa, she's a proper representative of West Africa. And then we have Ibrahim Muhammad, who has been traveling the world with exhibitions and everything. Beautiful. So I think it's a step in the right direction. We should look at how we can leverage on this to actually expand our industry. Denta was already doing massive, trying to expand the creative industry. I think the orange economy is here to stay. It has always been here, but now it's here to stay. Like, content creation is part of what we are doing. So it's good that we are trying to open up our creative industry, looking at these people leading the charge, I would say, when it comes to like the creative industry as well. So it's good. And the Diaspora Summit will also be happening very soon. So people should make it a point to be there. I'm super excited about that, and I think it's a step in the right direction.
Beautiful. Anyway, that's what we have for today. You want to add a final thing?
CBO. I mean, we look out for the entertainment.
It will be jam.
If DJ Mango is gonna be there, MC Bigfoot is gonna be there, Rave Master is gonna be there. You don't want to miss it.
No,
you
wouldn't want to miss it.
It's like Did you?
No,
tell
he knows.
me?
He knows what we're talking about.
It's going to be a jam ride. Right now. Happy birthday to Ohima from Lom Nava. Happy birthday. God bless you always. Cheers. This coming from Nikki Experiences. Also wishing Chris happy birthday.
And we have another one here. Happy belated birthday to a very prominent figure, Madam Lucy Apeje, former country director of Operation Smile for Ghana and Malawi, and the founder of Just Care Foundation. The management of Just For You Foundation says happy birthday and we love you.
All right, and lastly, happy birthday to the granddaughter of Mrs. Edith Kumsen. She says happy 8th birthday today to Diana Mreku Brown of Alcid Academy. Grow to be an awesome and a fantastic woman. We love you so much.
Okay. So before we end, we're asking if you know the age of Chris. Chris had the 4th stage, early 4th stage. We won't give you the details, but early 4th stage. Get into her socials and do the needful. At least, yeah, just wish her, or 4th floor actually, and 4th, yeah. Evergreen. But anyway, Chris, this is like a surprise to you. I told you, I'll do it.
But you're very beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, I told her.
I know,
4th
actually.
stage 4, Evergreen.
I think I have to break protocol once again. One of our